Alright. I am Cow Cow, or you can call me Sao Chow. And today we're playing Fallout New Vegas again. I was playing it today early this morning, but we're going to be playing it again. I had a lot of fun playing it last night. I got a message on Discord. Okay, it was just from my friend Grumpy. But yeah, we're gonna play again. Last time we went and got all the way to New Vegas, and we ended up picking up Arcade Gainin. Now we're just gonna go and do side quests for a little while. We ended up picking up the New Vegas Bounties quest. He wanted us to go kill someone called Tom Quigley. I ended up adding stim packs and Radway to my inventory. That way I just didn't have to worry about it, and I can just have fun. But, yeah. So now, the world's pretty much our oyster. We're not gonna go to Cottonwood Cove just yet. It's right over here. I'm actually gonna go back to the strip. I'm going to pick up some quests on the strip, and then I'm gonna do some quests in Freeside as well. Hopefully get some more XP.
Strip's not a bad place if you love terrible things and people.
Sarcastic as ever, Arcade. Alright, there wasn't really anything for us to do at the Gamora. But
It's hard to sleep in this place.
there is a quest we can do in the tops. And that'll be some good XP. We can get them some talent. Oh man, it's so hot in my house right now. I probably should have taken a shower before I started streaming. I might do that later if it doesn't cool down. And I won't like take a long shower. I'm just gonna rinse off and then get back on my computer and you get wet, probably. All right. There's the chips person there. But there's a quest in here we can get. We talk to I don't know, where is he? Right here he is. Tommy Tarini.
Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. My name is Tommy Tarini, and how can I make your day?
Tell me about this theater.
Well, it was my idea. Well, me and the rest of the Rad Pack boys. We took it to Benny, and he thought it was a good idea. A few years later, here we are. The best show in New Vegas.
Alright, what do you do here?
Well, apart from serving as a talent manager, show schedule, and all-around man in charge of this fine theater, I happen to be its headline act. Every night from 8 till midnight, come on by to see the Rad Pack Review live, only right here at the Aces Theater.
What kind of entertainment do you have?
Well, acts are a bit thin on the ground right now, but every night from 8 to midnight, we got the Rad Pack Review. Songs, dancing, jokes, we got it all.
Alright, maybe I can help you find some more acts for your show.
Sure, baby, sure. Tommy's always looking for new talent to bring to the Aces. Tell you what, you see any good acts while you're out wandering, give them my card. If they work out, I'll give you a 3% cut of the door. Just swing back by as you recruit folks. I'll get you your bread.
Alright. We don't have the barter to get a better deal, but sure, I'll keep an eye out.
Ring-a-ding, my card.
Alright.
Take it easy, baby.
Well, I'm a real ring-a-ding broad.
Morning.
Okay, I need to fucking rinse off because it is fucking hot. I'm gonna get outside into the strip though real quick, and then it won't take long. Should take me like a minute just to get wet and cool off. Alright. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm probably not going to be streaming as long as I did this morning, though. Because I didn't really get that much sleep. I ended up waking up early because I was a little bit nauseous when I woke up. And I had to get up while I could, or else I would have been not feeling well for a while. I'm going to actually... That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on a minute. Settings, controls. We won't be able to sprint if I have the controller on, but I just want to take it easy. I'm really tired. Alright. We'll favorite our stim packs, something more accessible. I ended up having a McDonald's for lunch today, which was pretty good. Alright, here's our first person we can give a card to.
Hey, come on, lady. I'm trying to put on a show here.
Alright, I just have a few questions.
Alright, then make it snappy, kid. This isn't exactly a lucrative career enterprise here.
Alright. I'm gonna keep on burping. Tommy at the Tops is hiring entertainers. I could put in a word for you.
Yeah? Hey, you're alright. Tell him I'll do it for 100 a night. No, 50. No, 20. 10. Just don't rob me, I'll do it.
Ah, crap, we don't have enough butter. Sure, here's the card.
Sweet daisies, here I come.
Alright. That's one person we found. I think there's another guy we can find at the Atomic Wrangler. Alright, let's head to the Atomic Wrangler. I feel a lot more cooler now. I took that quick shower. Oh man. Be quiet for a little bit.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the means.
Well, let's go into the Atomic Wrangler.
Howdy, arcade.
Alright, I know the person should be somewhere here. Here you are.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Excuse me?
What? You mean you're not part of the act? Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows.
So you perform stand-up comedy, huh?
Eesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management.
Judging from the economic state of Freeside, they can't be paying you that much.
Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
Alright, Tommy at the Tops is hiring new acts at the Tops. I think you could make a good money there.
Too bad I got this ironclad contract with the Garretts. They'll never let me out of it.
I could talk to him if you want.
Good luck. Garrett's a tough, mean son of a bitch. He's not likely to give up. Let me know if you make any headway.
Alright. Let's go talk to the Garretts. And pick up a quest from you.
So, Benny's dead, huh? That shifty son of a bitch had it coming.
Do you have any work that needs done around here?
I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage.
Alright. That sounds... can I shoot people?
I'd prefer
punch
you
'em?
not kill anyone with a debt. It's a bit difficult to collect on a corpse. Just get the caps from them. After that, I couldn't care less what happens to those dead beats.
Alright. What kind of caps are we... Oh yeah, you got yourself a deal.
Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits. Their names are Grex, Santiago, and Lady Jane.
Grex?
Grex is a bit cracked, but mostly harmless. Just don't mention anything about his lazy eye. He owes 138 caps and should still be around Freeside.
Alright. Hey, I'm doing all this work here. How about 50-50 and I'm game?
Alright, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you.
Alright, how about Lady Jane?
Lady Jane fancies herself a high roller, but she's just another dirtbag NCR prospector. I'm not sure where to find her. I hear she's run goods for the followers of the apocalypse in the past, but other locals might know more. She owes us 250 caps.
Alright, and what about Santiago?
Santiago is a suave son of a bitch, but a total pansy when it comes to fisticuffs. He owes 212 caps and should be around Freeside as well.
Alright, that's all for now.
Anything else you need?
Nope. I'm waiting for your brother to pop up over here. Let's just wait a bit. He might be in the back. There he is.
I hear Benny got force-fed a little slice of heaven. Man, what I would have paid to see that loathsome little weasel eat it.
Yeah, he was eating it alright. Like to get her Adrian out of his contract.
Now, why would I want to do that? His performances make me quite a lot of money.
He's not the right fit for this place. You'll find better performers.
I suppose you've got a point. Plenty of Brahmin on the prairie and all that. Fine, I'll cut him loose. He's all yours.
Alright. You got any work needing done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we've had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
Alright. What sort of proclivities are we talking about?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
Alright. I expect 100 caps minimum for each candidate I bring in.
Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it.
Surely these escorts are critical to your business. How about double?
Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double.
I'll see if I run across any candidates.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Alright. Alright, I need to... Let's first get melee to 90, and then I'm going to boost up science. And then what perks can we get? Ooh, nerd rage could be good. can pick anything we want right now. I mean, we got all the melee ones for this level. I'll pick comprehension, just in case we get any, permanent skill books, like big books of science. Or maybe not. Actually, let's get gunslinger. Or no. I don't know what I want. What to pick? We'll pick gunslinger. That'll be good for when we're got our energy weapons up.
It's great to be up here, looking down at all your smiling
Alright.
faces.
Look, my dude, you're no longer working for the Garretts.
Any luck with
You work
Garrett
for
yet?
Tommy. Garrett's agreed to let you out of your contract. You can go work at the Tops.
Really? You mean I'm finally out of this shithole? That's great. Thank you.
Alright. Now I'm gonna wait to finish this quest because there's a unique gun I can get if I think if I have a better barter skill. I don't want to miss out on it. Oh, I don't have my weapon equipped. Let's re-equip our power fist.
Pistols, grenades.
Where the
We
booze
got
is
it all
cheaper,
at
the
the Silver
table's more
Rush.
friendly, and the women...
And go to the Kings, pick up a quest here.
What's up?
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Alright, yes, I'd like to see the King if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
I'm new in town and wanted to pay you my respects.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Alright. There's King gang member, and here's the King.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
Yeah, what do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yeah?
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fellow named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Alright. 200 big ones.
There's talk.
I'm gonna go do this quest. GI Blues.
Someone going into the Lucky 38 to talk to Mr. House. That's bullshit.
Alright, let's move on forward. Got Sister Cow Cow on a mission.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping...
Alright, we got that one. Alright. There's the rat running around. Yeah, I have another mod that makes it to where if you do all the favors for the king, you can actually just straight up join the kings for free. You don't have to use your favor for the king with it. He'll just let you join, which always makes more sense to me.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
Alright, how much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Alright. Wow, that cost the full 200 caps. Wonder what the king's gonna pay us with. Probably give us a bonus for taking care of this guy.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services.
Yeah.
Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them scare you.
We've
They
got
don't
stuff
outnumber
we're
you
not
5
even
to 1.
allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Down to the
Keep
right
on
here is the
following
far
'em.
part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Alright. You're the boss. Huh? He's running off.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Hey, you only fired 3 shots, and there's 4 guys over there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or we fake this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
After you. You should give me all your money or I'll tell and stuff.
I think I'll keep my money, thanks. You take that fanciful tale of yours wherever you'd like. Now let's go. I have a...
No, I don't care. These guys are probably still alive. Draw steel. Oh, he knocked out Ganon. If I was playing on hardcore, Ganon would be permanently dead there. There we go, he's dead. Well, get up, Ganon. We got places to be. Yeah, Ganon isn't used to fighting. He's used to being a nerd. Getting swirlies and stuff. Come on, wake up. Arcade Ganon is unconscious. There we go.
Thursday. Wait.
Well, here's Oris, and there's a hunting revolver. I'll take that stuff. We'll give the king the good news that this problem has been taken care of. Doing one good deed at a time. Killing scammers and con artists. Let's heal ourselves a bit. Let's go back to the king. We was kings and all that.
What do you have for me?
Or it shouldn't be a problem any longer.
Ah, so it went down like that, huh? I guess it can't be helped now. Well, you're not subtle, but you get the job done. That's good enough for me. Maybe you can help me with something more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Words come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Alright. To the old Mormon fort. You should be able to give Julie Farkas some stuff as well to increase my followers of the Apocalypse rep.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
I might be able to kill this rat. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. We got an we're now an adept in science, so we can hack more stuff now, which is good. Alright. Roy.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
Keen asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Alright, what can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets. We started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst.
Hey, Fan Baron. Sure. Lay it on me. You remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys. Young, too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Alright, I have to get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend.
I don't know. What do you call a terrible prostitute name?
Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
Alright, I talked to this guy. Yeah.
That true? Did the king really send you?
Yeah, he did. Anything you can tell me about what happened might help. Oh, Gravedigger. That's pretty good. I mean, that would be like if the prostitute was like a necromancer on the side, right? I got one for you, Van Buren. I would tell you a rape joke, but it would be a bit forced. Hey, Fred. You just woke up? Yeah. I've been up for a little bit. I think I've been up since 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. Alright. Alright, he did, and anything you tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed
Oh,
than
yeah.
Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every bit helps, thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tennant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Alright. Oh yeah, here's a ghoul cowboy.
Howdy.
I have some questions.
And I may have answers.
Alright, What do you think of the followers of the apocalypse? Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
Alright, tell me about Freeside.
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
Alright, my blood sugar's going up. I need to take some insulin, it would seem. Let's take the shot real quick. Ah! It hurt. There we go. Alright. I don't know why offering the job isn't working right now. Let's talk about something else. So who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
Alright. I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Sorry, just getting a drink. That's a bit cryptic. Sounds like you're a bit of a dom, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Alright, interested in working for the Garretts?
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
This would be as an escort.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
By escort, I mean prostitute. A lady of the night.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Well, it turns out there's customers looking for someone just like you.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me.
You'd be an independent with a deep discount on the booze, maybe.
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Alright. Well, goodbye.
Bye.
Let's talk to Julie Farkas.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
Alright, you need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
Alright, and what do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Alright, you've got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Alright. Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Alright. Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
I would like to drop off some medical supplies.
Great. What do you have?
Some Radway.
How much do you have to do?
3.
Thanks. Anything else?
Radway.
How much do you have to donate?
3.
Thanks. Anything else?
Okay, this is just gonna be a rinse repeat.
How much? Thanks. We have a good stock of Radaway at this point, but every extra bit helps. How much do you have to donate? Thanks. How much do you have? Thanks. Good to hear. Oh, by the way, I got a shipment of magazines from home I'd be willing to sell if you're interested.
Alright.
Take a look.
You got stuff. And stabilizer implant. Take that. Motor memorizer implant. Tread dampler. Take all the cybernetics. Ran out. We just spent a fuck ton of caps. I mean, I have like a fuck ton of... I mean, I have more Radway I can just vendor to her. If I can find it in my inventory. And just try and sell 100. And sell 100 at a time. We almost got all their caps. There we go. Let's see what our follower rep is now. We're liked by the followers of the apocalypse.
Hey.
That's good. I think once your rep is good enough with them, they actually let you join and become a member, which is cool. Alright. What quest are we tracking? We're still doing GI Blues, okay. Because, yeah, I want to join the Kings. Because then I could be like a Elvis impersonator. I could be a true king.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
But yeah, Fred, actually one of my friends I play Final Fantasy 14 is from Indonesia. She doesn't live in Indonesia anymore. I think she lives in Belgium now. But she's a pretty nice broad. Alright.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
Local men were attacked by soldiers. One of the men was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's got to be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon Fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Alright. And we'll talk to one of the NCR squatters, because they'll give us the password to where the NCR people are. Alright. Well, let's go in.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
I believe one of the
We've got stuff we're not
squatters
even
can
allowed
be
to
found
sell,
over
people.
here.
Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Alright, I'm gonna equip my katana again. Just because, it's a bit faster. I don't have Grease Lightning yet. We're nowhere near the Brotherhood of Steel yet, so this is the way it is. Alright, Scrax.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
Collecting money to pay back the Garretts.
Oh, yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me. Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me.
Alright, you don't cheat the Garretts and walk away with it. Cough up the rest of your rat bait.
Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this.
Alright. That'll do. Mess with the Garretts again, you're dead.
I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
Alright.
You look like a person in need of a good meal. You wouldn't happen to be an NCR citizen, would you?
Sure am. You can trust me.
Now, it's not that I don't believe you, but I'm gonna have to give you a little quiz to verify your citizenship status. That okay with you?
Lay it on me.
That's a good attitude. I'm sure you'll do fine. These are just a few questions that just about anyone in the NCR would know. Alright, here we go. First question. Who was the most popular president in NCR history?
Oh,
Peterson, Tippit, Kimball, or
DMFA1 just
Tam?
subscribed. Thank you. You said that was 2 minutes ago. Really appreciate it. I believe it was Tippit. Wait, I didn't hear the question. No, Tandy. There we go.
Uh-huh. Okay, second question. What was the original name of the NCR capital? Aradesh, Shady Sands, the Boneyard, or Vault 13?
Shady Sands.
Right. Fine then, last question. What animal is on the NCR's flag? A two-headed bear, an eagle, a two-headed snake, or a two-tailed lion?
A two-headed bear.
Good. You passed with flying colors. I told you it'd be fine. I expect you're wanting to know about that meal then, huh? We're
Yeah.
located up by the old train station in the northwest part of town. Just tell the guards Hope, and they'll let you through.
Alright.
Best of luck to you.
Think you hope for a nuclear winter. Alright. And now we can, we still gotta talk to Julie Farkas. Needs to get more information. I mean, I could just go straight there, but let's see what Julie has to say.
Emily says you're working with her on bugging the Lucky 38. That information would be invaluable to our research if you can get it done.
Alright, let's see. Do you know anything about the NCR soldiers here in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
The king thinks these troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Nope. Goodbye. Alright. Now we got some leverage on Elizabeth, so it's a good thing we talked to Julie Farkas. There's some keens there. And you can pay them in order to drink from the water there. They're like extorting people for water, basically. I'm gonna go around here. Oh, man, it's just such a great game, Fallout New Vegas. I'm glad I'm playing it again. I really want to play Enderall again, too. I want to wait till I'm partner. Either, oh, I don't know. It depends on how bad I want to play it. But I would like to make my goal first before I play Enderall. But I would really like to get partnered before I play Enderall again with YouTube. And then try and get a hold of the person that was watching me way back then. Because they're the first person that really ever commented on my stuff. So
Hold up. What's the password?
It'd be pretty cool to get them in on it. Hope.
Head on through.
Yeah.
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Alright. Are you with the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from.
Do you serve food to the locals as well?
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Why don't you serve the locals?
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons.
Julie Farkas told me to ask. She said it was important.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
And the king refused?
In a manner of speaking. Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Alright.
Hello?
Let's talk to Arcade.
What's up?
So what's your opinion on the current situation?
It could be better. If we can find a way to work toward the independence of New Vegas, that would be ideal. But really, as long as you don't help out the Legion, anything's better than that.
Alright, well tell me about yourself, Gannon.
I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie.
Arcade, I'm asking because I'm interested. Don't put yourself down.
Oh, all right. I'm 30-ish. Well, late 30s. I was born west of here. I was an only child and spent most of my time with my mother. My father died when I was young and I never got over it. Oh, and I like medicine and reading books about failed pre-war socioeconomic policies. Right now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, why hasn't some lucky man scooped this bachelor off his feet? Like I said, I'm boring.
Why don't you like talking about yourself?
Some people do. I just don't. Look, I appreciate that you're trying to be friendly, but I'd just rather not discuss it.
Alright. Alright, that's all he has to say. We gotta get him to trust us before he opens up about him being part of the best hope for the Wasteland, the Enclave. Best hope for humanity. Alright, let's go get back to the king. Let him know that, why the hell he beat the crap out of the NCR guy. Maybe he didn't know he was trying to, you know, do a relief effort or whatever. Who knows? In reality, I already know what the real reason is. Because of fucking Pacer. Pacer just pretended to be the king. And just beat the crap out of the NCR dude, basically, is what happened. Just a huge misunderstanding. Yeah.
Well, hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us. Work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
Alright. What's my silence worth to you?
You're a bastard after my own heart. Here, this should do it.
Alright. Thanks. This will keep me warm while I tell the story to the king.
Why, you're just lucky I got something important to take care of. We'll settle this later.
Yeah, get fucked.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
Yeah, the NCR is just distributing supplies in a building down by the old train station.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get rough.
Wow, my blood sugar's still going up. Hopefully it goes down, because I took like 27 units of insulin. That's a lot. And they're only handing out supplies to NCR citizens.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Alright. Let's go save the day.
There's talk of someone going into the Lucky 38 to talk to Mr. House.
You want someone dead? Really dead?
Alright, now we just gotta waddle on our way to where the shootout is. Yeah, it should be easy enough. We can disarm the situation. I think our speech is high enough. Boo. Looks like the firing is happening here. It won't fire at us because we're not a fucking king. We have no reason to. We're just a really likable cow. A really likable gnome. Approaches the NCR.
Draw a weapon and we will fire.
And as long as we don't draw our weapon, we should be good.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
Well, the king wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
That wasn't him. He didn't even know an envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Alright. Save the day. A lot of XP, hopefully, after this. Get another level up on our belt. There's a dead king. Ugh. There's Pacer. And got all his men killed. For no good reason. Alright. And then we just gotta, in order to be able to join the Kings with this mod, and not use up our favor, we just gotta take care of Rex. And that should be easy.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head.
Gains karma.
You only get one favor from the king.
Alright. Let's boost up some more science. You can get shining armor. This is a perk for heavy armor, I believe. Get Vigilant Recycler. That seems good. What other perks can we get? Fight the power. What does that do? +2 damage threshold and gain +5 critical chance at anyone wearing a faction armor. The NCR Legion or Brotherhood. We're probably going to be fighting a lot of Legion in the future. Ooh, fast metabolism. 20% health bonus from using stim packs. That could be good. Working out. Weapons heavier than 10 pounds. Now weigh half as much for you. +30 hit points. Oh, there we go. Piercing Strike. We'll be able to ignore 15 points of armor. There's Unstoppable Force as well. I'm gonna get Unstoppable Force first, just because it's really annoying having to deal with that with other melee characters. So if I can just break through their block, that would be great. Your martial might is truly legendary. You do a large amount of additional damage through enemy blocks with all melee weapons and unarmed attacks. Yeah, let's grab that.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
Alright, about Rex there.
What about him?
Is there anything wrong with him?
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
Alright, can they do anything?
No, they said they don't have the tools to help him.
Alright, is he gonna be okay?
For now, but they said eventually he's gonna get worse. I don't know what to do.
Can I help somehow?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
Alright. I gotta go. They're nothing but a hound dog quest. We can get Rex as a companion as well. Alright, let's go talk to Julie Farkas.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Alright, Julie Farkas, where are you?
One of my aides said you got into the Lucky 38. If you see someone...
I already know that. Keen said he could tell me more about his robotic dog, Rex.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
Alright, the king brought him here for treatment then?
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
So can't you heal him?
No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
There's no chance he'll ever get better?
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry, who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Alright, thank you. You've been very helpful.
No problem.
Alright. Bye. Well, now we gotta go to Jacobstown. Well, first we gotta get Rex to come with us, but... let's go report back to the king.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
I'm gonna turn on the radio. We'll listen to Joe Rogan again. I mean, we already listened to all their interviews last time, but I want to listen to him again, so we'll listen to the Joe Rogan Experience.
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, where you, as a listener, get to hear interesting views from all areas of life. Thanks for being on the show, Father Elijah.
Thanks for having me on.
Fuck, it's Father Elijah
Father
again.
Elijah is calling in from the Sierra Madre and can't be directly on site. Before the show, you told me you...
Alright, King.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys.
Yeah, I know. Julie Farkas said a man in Jacobstown can treat Rex.
She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Hell yeah, brother.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that.
Yeah.
I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear?
Afford in our
Hell
world.
yeah.
The road to recovery is steep, Joe, and for some, a firm hand to guide them is necessary.
Alright, Rex is giving the search
From my chair,
in
it
Markburg.
seems like the technology you're dealing with is extremely powerful.
And you got
What
Rex
about
with
the
us as
danger
well
of
now.
falling into the wrong
Got
hands?
our
It is a risk.
Enclave
But the
member
Sierra Madre's
and
defenses
our
are
cyber
formidable.
dog.
Holographic security, toxic cloud. It's not easy to conquer. I'm
Alright,
one
well
of
let's
the
head
few
over to Jacobstown now. We could probably kill Tom Quigley on our way there.
I will use it responsibly to bring about a new era for humanity. We will rise from the ashes.
It can be bought.
Stronger.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Now, before the
Come
show,
to Mick and
Elijah,
Ralph's for
you made
all
it
your
pretty
shopping
clear you have
needs.
a large disdain for the NCR. What are your views on them? What are your specific complaints about their empire?
Ah, yes, the new California Republic, so-called bearers of civilization in the wasteland. You see, Joe, my disdain for them is based on their hubris, their short-sightedness. They aspire to rebuild an old world that led to its own destruction. They try to impose order and bureaucracy where flexibility and innovation are needed.
But some might argue that they're just trying to bring some semblance of normality back to the world, right?
Normality. They're bringing back the same institutions and ideals that got us
Freeside,
into this mess in
Northgate.
the first place. Democracy, capitalism, exploitation.
Might be able to head over to Red Rock Canyon as
They're
well.
stretching themselves too thin.
Because I know that's in the
Expanding
area
without
too. We
fortifying,
can start doing work for the
consuming
Great
without
Khans.
replenishing. It's the same old story of humanity's hubris.
So if I understand correctly, your main issue is their lack of foresight and their repetition of the same mistakes.
Precisely, Joe. The world has changed. We cannot return to the old ways. We need new methods, new structures, new thinking. That's why the Sierra Madre technology is so crucial. It provides the tools to build a new kind of society, one built on self-sufficiency, security, and unity.
And you believe that people should be forced into this new society for their own good?
I believe, Joe, that sometimes people don't know what's best for them. They need guidance. They need order. In this brutal world, those who can't adapt die. It's harsh, yes, but it's the reality.
Oh, here's the gun runners, I
To
think.
adapt, to survive, and perhaps to flourish once again.
Well, that's certainly a provocative take, Father Elijah. It's a very ends justify the means approach. It's a fascinating discussion, and I appreciate your perspective, even if it's
Alright, 10
controversial.
XP for
There's
discovering
no easy
it.
answers in a post-apocalyptic
Alright.
world.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Yeah, show me what you got for sale.
I am...
Alright. What unique stuff does he have? He's an anti-material rifle, but I'd rather not use that. Oh, I love the battle rifle. Oh, he'll probably have it later. Ooh, he has a chainsaw. I kind of want to get that. He has Gehenna. Oh, that's like a fortune. And a Ripper. I don't know if I want to buy any of this. I do want to buy the chainsaw because that's probably not going to be there forever. And they're kind of rare. We'll buy the Ripper as well. We'll sell Radway. Get our money back. Oops. Come on. Alright. There we go. What mods does he have? Ooh, cybernetics. No, increase in attack speed. I can get for our power fist. Oop. Come on. Razor nail implants would be good. Alright. The razor nail will increase our unarmed damage. I think even when we have a weapon equipped.
I appreciate your openness and honesty, despite the dire circumstances.
Put the
Your hope and
power
determination
fist
are
ported
remarkable.
chamber there.
Thank you for being on the show.
Now our
Despite
power
the
fist is
fact I don't
faster,
agree with some
and
of
we
your
can
Thank you for having me on the
increase the damage of our Ripper. I'm gonna equip the Ripper. Pretty good weapon.
Hey
Alright, let's
there,
continue on our
listeners of
way.
the Joe Rogan Experience. This one's coming straight from the scorched belly of the Mojave Wasteland. Have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, you need a change in pace from that dreary scavenging life? Do you enjoy the thrill of bartering with rad scorpions and the challenge of haggling with ghoul merchants? Then, folks, have I got a job for you. The Happy Trails Caravan Company is recruiting. Yes, the one and only legendary caravan that's outlasted the nuclear fallout and still mostly outpaces the competition. As part of their dynamic trading team, you'll enjoy all the thrills of the wasteland without the hassle of fending off white legs, well, most of the time. Your trusty Brahmin and your wagon will be your home on wheels, carrying all the essentials from wasteland water to sunset.
Man, it would be really cool to have like a item like the Ripper in real life, or like some kind of chain sword from like Warhammer 40k. It wouldn't be like a really good weapon for like fighting, I would imagine, but it would be satisfying to, you know, someone breaks in your fucking house, fucking get the chainsword or the Ripper out and kill them with that, and just see the sheer terror in their eyes while their guts are flying all over the place.
It's about connecting the Brotherhood of Steel with the NCR military, the Tops Casino with the Atomic Wrangler, in a dance of
Alright, we're gonna find our way through here.
Hey, before you scoff, remember this. In the wasteland, traders are the real heroes. After all, who do you think brings you the stim packs for your spear wounds? Now that I say it, people should stop trying to sell the Legion drugs. So sign up with the Happy Trails Caravan Company today. Live a life of adventure, meet fascinating people, and probably get robbed by them. And if you act now, they're throwing in a free box of Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Wasteland's favorite drink, with a surprise star cap and some boxes. Big thanks to the Happy Trails Caravan Company for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the only podcast that dares to broadcast from an undisclosed bunker.
I really gotta check to see if there's a
What? No, Jamie, I'm not going to
Tucker Carlson radio station mod. 'Cause I need to do that after I get off, because I'll probably install that as
Are we
well.
still on air? Shit. The Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have an extraordinary guest, Ulysses, formerly affiliated with Caesar's Legion.
It's Ulysses up
residing
next.
in the Divide.
Thanks for having me, Joe. A long road it's been to get here.
Alright, well, while we're on our way here, let's, track, what is it?
This should be obvious.
New Vegas bounties.
Caesar's legions, it's a tribe
Straight ahead.
trying to forge itself into a nation by the hand of Caesar.
Now, Tom Quigley is a sniper rifle, or a sniper. He's not a sniper rifle. That'd be weird. But, he's a sniper, and we're a melee guy, so he's probably going to be firing at us while we're trying to get to him.
Culture of strength, unity, obedience. But it had its faults. It chose to ignore the value of the individual, made a man less than a man, a cog in the machine.
That's a very profound way of looking at it. Do you think there's any comparison to be made with how society is structured in our world today?
The world you know, it's different, but not so different. People cling to structures, systems to give their lives meaning, order. Sometimes they forget themselves in the process.
That's true. There's a lot of people who lose themselves in the systems they're part of. To me, those familiar elements could be work, government, or something.
There's the Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle plant.
Just trying to make sense of the world.
And that's where we'd have to turn in the 50 star caps to later. I need to go get those star caps at some point. Want to do as much content as I can in this game. I'll get my fill.
That's a very interesting perspective, Ulysses. Shifting gears a bit, it seems like you're very big on old world symbols. Can you explain what these symbols represent and how they've influenced your worldview?
The old world. It left behind symbols, history. Sometimes they're reminders of what we've lost. Sometimes warnings of the path not to tread. The flag of the old world. The stars and stripes. To some, it's hope. To others, a reminder of destruction.
It's interesting how symbols can have such differing interpretations.
Alright, I think Tom Quigley, we're getting close to where he's at. I know he's on a hill over here. Last time I played this mod.
Doomed to repeat it. Like the Divide, those yet to be trodden.
So, these symbols from the past, do they guide your decisions today? What role do they play in your current life in the Divide?
They remind me of the roads I've walked, the mistakes made, and the lessons learned.
He's hiding over here, I think.
It's a burden, a responsibility to remember, to strive for a better path.
Yeah, he's firing at us now. Let's keep on moving. That's the key. We don't want to run in a straight line because he's gonna just fire at us. He'll have a clear shot.
Everyone has a history, their own symbols. It's up to us to decipher them.
Can't get up this
learn
hill.
From them. That's the way forward as I see it.
There's a lot of wisdom in that, Ulysses. Acknowledging and learning.
We discovered a bunch of stuff.
While also striving for a better future. It's a balance that we all should strive for. Now let's move on to another topic. I know that you used to be close with Caesar,
Alright.
who was another guest
I think
on the show.
I'm
How would
on
you
the
describe
wrong side of the hill here.
Caesar, he's a man of vision, of strength. He saw the tribes of the wasteland and saw potential, a nation.
Oh no, it wasn't Tom Quigley that was firing at me. Must have just been some fiends.
Speaks old world words, but condemns the old world. He claims to despise
Alright.
weakness, but he's a part of it, whether he admits it or not.
I have a feeling Tom Quigley's gonna be doing massive damage.
complexity there, a lot of contradiction.
The world's a complex place, filled with paradox. The challenge is seeing them, acknowledging them. Caesar, he's blind to his own contradictions. That's his failing, his weakness.
So in a sense, his greatest strength, his conviction, his vision, could also be seen as his greatest weakness because it blinds him to these paradoxes, to the complexity of the world.
Yes, strength, vision, they're vital. But so is understanding, self-awareness. The day you believe you have nothing left to learn, that's the day you've lost. Whether you're a man, a tribe, a nation.
That's deep, Ulysses. It sounds like you've done a lot of thinking.
Alright, he's just over here. I see him. Tom Quigley.
No matter how much we achieve, there's always
Oh, the
more
dog
to
killed him.
always more
Get him, boy.
to unravel. I've heard that you've not only
Alright.
been to the Big Empty, but you've also
Get
been to
his
Utah
finger,
and the
Ranger
regions
Brown hat,
surrounding New Canaan.
and the
What is your
Ferguson rifle. Yeah, you get a lot of unique weapons in the New Vegas Bounty questline. Sadly, most of them are guns, not energy weapons, but it is what it is. We can collect that bounty now. Let's do nothing but a hound dog now.
Even with the scars of the old world.
Alright, we're gonna have to go this way.
By the tribes there, the white legs among them.
The White Legs, they're a pretty notorious tribe, right?
Yes,
I'm gonna get my, whenever I level up, I'm gonna get my science, I'm gonna get science maxed out, that's the plan.
For conquest.
And then after I get science maxed out, I'm gonna try and get lockpicking maxed out. Just because, like, so I can get into stuff. And it's also just a lot of XP, too, that you can get, and then I'm gonna max out speech.
It's a mistake I carry with me.
Because speech is almost done. And then I want to try and get barter up just for skill checks, and then we'll do medicine afterwards, maybe.
The important thing is learning from those
Maybe a little bit of repair.
that knowledge to make better decisions moving
But like, I don't really need to worry about repair too much. There might be some perks that require repair. But I can just go to Knight at the, or whatever his name is, at the Mojave Outpost to repair my stuff, so I'm not too worried about it.
That's what I've tried to do since Utah, since the White Legs.
There's a fiend
I carry
there.
the past with me, but I don't let it rule me.
That's a very powerful perspective, Ulysses. I think
He's
there's a
already
lot
dead.
We can all learn from that. Thanks for sharing.
The journey here, it was worth it. To share, to learn, that's the way forward for all of us. Thanks for having me, Joe.
I'm hoping I can get a laser RCW from one of these fiends, because they tend to have them. Cowboy repeater. Oh well.
Hey there, Wastelanders. It's your intrepid guide to the apocalypse, Joe Rogan, coming to you live from the...
Alright. Oh yeah, there's a unique melee weapon I could get near Jacobstown as well. Oh shit. Alright, well, the fiends are getting their ass kicked.
bunch of lookalikes, folks. It's now
What's
a
this?
veritable oasis of
Disassembled
entertainment
weapon
and recruitment
shipment.
in this sun-scorched hellhole we all call home. So what can you expect at the King?
Man, Rex is on a roll.
First off, there is a stage with one singer on it. If you manage to get past that asshole pacer, if you're lucky enough to get to the stage, you can find the King and promptly take his dog. Optionally,
Oh, I already
you
took
can
the
also
King's
do
dog.
some favors for him, including figuring out why the NCR likes to massacre civilians. But let's not forget the King's crowning glory, its favors. For those of you committed to the King, this is for you. Swap your diplomatic talks in exchange for favors, including caps, creating peace, or best of all, a counterfeit passport. All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks to the Kings for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember, folks, life in the wasteland is tough, but it's always a party at the King's. Now, Jamie, where's that psycho we had here earlier? We need to make sure we have enough drugs for the next... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from the Mojave Wasteland. His name is Benny, and he is a...
Benny's dead. What are you talking
representing
about?
one of the four
I
families
suffocated
that
him
rule over the
by sitting on his
post-apocalyptic
face.
desert.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure
Got
to be
thighs that can end lives.
Benny, I know you're a big shot in the Vegas Strip.
Cow
You're on
Cow
one of the
does.
hottest casinos, the tops. What's it like running that kind of operation in the post-apocalyptic world?
Joey, my man, you're asking all the right questions. The Tops, baby, it's not just a casino, it's a lifestyle. It's the neon lights in the darkness, the jingle-jangle of chips in your pocket. We got the best shows, the swankiest suites, and the hippest cats on the strip. Sure, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, but inside the Tops...
Ooh. Oh, this is where one of the vaults is. I'm gonna go and discover it. I think this is where one of the vaults is. Or it might just be a dead end.
The Tops is where the magic...
Well, that's a thing I can
where
explore,
the old
though.
world glitz meets the new world grit, you get me?
Absolutely. Sounds like quite the scene. Let's shift gears here. In your
Hoffman
world,
Mine.
there's some
Okay.
talk of these factions. The NCR, Caesar's Legion, and Mr. House. How do you navigate these political waters?
Well, Joe, you know, politics is a tricky game, especially when you've got a chessboard like Vegas. The NCR, they're a bunch of square cats who think they can just waltz in and take over. Caesar's Legion, well, let's just say they ain't big on democracy, Big. As for Mr. House, well, the guy's got a brain like a quantum computer, but he's colder than a Mojave night. My philosophy? I play my cards close and never fold until I know who's dealing. The Top stays neutral, baby. It's all about maintaining the peace and keeping the caps flowing. Politics is just the high-stakes game that happens between the spins of the roulette wheel. That's all.
Benny, that's a perspective you don't hear every day. This balance you're striking, it seems pretty tough. Does it ever worry you, Benny?
Joey, in this business, if you ain't a little worried, you're either fooling yourself or you're a fool. Worry, that's just another word for being prepared. Keep your eyes on
Another thing to explore here.
and your hand on the chips, and you'll always be ready to roll with whatever comes your way. But hey, enough of that gloomy talk. Let's put on a record, pour a drink, and let the good times roll. After all, we're in Vegas, baby.
Fair enough, Benny. Now let's dive in.
Ah, here's the vault.
I've heard tales about these.
We'll go here later.
Are they really as terrifying as people make them out?
Not right now, though.
You're talking about the boogeymen of the Mojave. Death claws, baby. They're like if nightmares.
We'll kill the stuff outside, though. Vault 22. Alright, everything out here is dead.
Jesus, sounds like the worst kind of monster movie come to life. Now, you're a man of style, Benny. That checkered suit, it's iconic. How do you manage to stay so well dressed in a world like this?
Well, Joey, here's the thing. In a world where everything's gone to the dogs, style is the one thing you can control. It's a statement, baby. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm alive, and I still got it. This checkered suit, it's not just fabric, it's a philosophy. It's a way of life. You gotta dress like you're the biggest player at the table, even when the chips are down. Especially when the chips are down.
It's a cool way of looking at things. So, Benny, have you ever thought about what's next? Any plans beyond running?
Well, there's a Cazador. What Remy was asking about before. These things are dangerous. Remember Remy was asking what the fuck a Cazador was last night. Didn't know. I think the only Fallout game they played was 4. So 100
individuals in the
XP.
Mojave. People like,
Yeah, they give a lot of
NCR,
XP
Stranger,
too.
Burned Man.
Which is
Side
good.
note, we've actually talked about the Burned Man with Caesar, and man was he apprehensive about it. Anyways, do you believe in these legends, or do you think they're just wasteland tales?
Well, Joe, I ain't one to discount a good yarn. The Wasteland's a strange place, full of oddballs and mysteries. The Burn Man, that's a tale that'll give you the heebie-jeebies. Ain't no denying it. As for the mysterious stranger, I've heard stories. A shadowy figure that pops up out of nowhere, just in the nick of time. I can't say I've seen it with my own peoples, but in a world where folks rise from the grave, who am I to say what's real and what's not? You dig?
It's a wild world you're living in, Benny. I have heard of these creatures too, called cazadores.
There's another thing to discover here.
Joe, those things ain't just creatures. They're living, breathing nightmares. Cazadores, they're like wasps on steroids with a sting that have you seeing stars. Night Stalkers, imagine a coyote and a rattlesnake had a baby, and that baby had a real mean streak. You run into either of those, you better hope your piece is right and your aim is true, or you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Before we wrap up, Benny, I'd like to
Alright, what is
something
this?
we touched on earlier. The political situation in New Vegas with the NCR.
Followers safe house. We don't have the key for that yet. We only have the key once we become a follower, sadly. Which we're not yet.
Will come out on top.
Joey, you know the house doesn't like to reveal its hand. But seeing as you asked, I'll give you my two caps. The NCR, they've got the numbers, but they're spread thin. Caesar's Legion, they're brutal, ruthless, but they don't have the hearts of the people. As for Mr. House, he's got the tech and the brains. But the question is, does he have the humanity to lead? It's a tough call, Joe.
I'm feeling a lot better now. I might actually be... I'm feeling a little bit more awake now, too, just from having fun playing this. So I might actually be able to stream for a lot longer than I thought I was going to be able to. Which is good.
Interesting perspective, Benny. It's clear that the game is still very much in play.
Alright, we're almost to Jacobstown.
It's been enlightening.
Which is good, and we'll do the quest there as well.
And remember, life's a gamble, baby. Always play your cards right and never fold until you know the game. Stay cool and keep those dice rolling.
There's the interview done with Benny. Alright. I want to do... I'll probably do the Jacobstown quest later. But, I just want to get the fucking dog cured and be able to be king.
Now, if you're anything like
and then we'll probably try and get Arcade Gannon to trust us in this farm XP. We'll probably just do New Vegas bounties as well.
The slot machines are ringing, the dealers are...
Man, I hope I can get to level 24 quickly. That way I can get Slayer. The Slayer perk. The fucking insane attack speed. And then getting the Ninja perk would be pretty good too, I would say. Be able to stealth up and just slice people. Be a Shadow Warrior. And I know with the, for the Enclave mod, there's actually a better way to get the Chinese stealth suit. I believe it's been a while since I played for the Enclave mod, but I believe you can get a Chinese stealth suit. I might be completely wrong though.
He's a warrior, a leader, and a survivor in the
because I know you can get a Chinese stealth suit in the vanilla game, but it's only you can find the suit at the Hoover Dam, but I think you can only get it like during the last mission, if memory serves me right.
Battle of Hoover Dam. Can you tell us more about it?
So.
Yes. The Second Battle of Hoover Dam will be a defining moment in the history of the Mojave Wasteland. It will determine the fate of our great nation and decide who will...
He's interviewing Caesar now. Man, I wish there was an interview with Lanius, because that'd be fucking interesting. I just imagine like Joe Rogan and Lanius talking about like MMA or something. Or UFC.
I have faith that my legion will emerge victorious.
Yeah.
We have been preparing for this battle
Oh, that was the wrong way.
and our warriors are ready to fight and die for the glory of the legion. The NCR may have more soldiers, but they lack the discipline and the strength of my legion.
But what about the people of the Mojave? What will happen to them?
Why am I not moving?
The people of the Mojave will become part of the legion. They will be assimilated into our culture and
Fucking vertibird. Speaking of for the Enclave mod, I think this is it. I thought they only showed up after you're level 20, though.
But I can see the appeal.
Oh, man.
Now, Caesar,
It's the fucking Enclave. Enclave's back, America.
as the Bird Man. Can you tell us more about him?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lieutenant Jackson. I am here on behalf of the Enclave. We have been tracking your progress via your Pip-Boy. We have noticed that you've become quite influential in Mojave. We believe that you would be a great asset to us. Therefore, we request that you meet our commander, General Jameson, at Henderson Bunker. There. I've marked the location on your Pip-Boy.
Alright. Okay, I'll travel to Henderson Bunker.
Good. The General will be waiting for you there.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, now we can become a member of the fucking Enclave with this mod. It's fucking cool. Alright, well, let's just keep on going. Become part of the deep state. Become part of the deep state of Fallout. Get up to no good.
What do you see as the future of the Mojave Wasteland under your rule?
Looks like great time's over.
With the NCR defeated, we will bring order and stability to the region. We will create a new civilization based on the principles of strength, discipline, and honor. And who knows, perhaps one day, the Burn Man will be a part of that future as well.
That's an ambitious vision, Caesar. And speaking of your legion, I wanted to ask you about your legate, Lanius. He's been described as a brutal and ruthless warrior, even by your own standards. What do you think of him?
Lanius is a force to be reckoned with, Joe. He is a symbol of the Legion's strength and power. He has led my armies to victory on many occasions, and he has instilled fear into our enemies. Lanius is a true warrior, one who embodies the virtues of our Legion.
I can see why he's so respected among your soldiers. But what about his reputation for being merciless and bloodthirsty? Here we go. Do you think that's a fair characterization?
No. Looks like Alright, they got it. I'm probably gonna run into Marcus soon.
Not mindless or cruel either. He understands the importance of discipline and strategy. Lanius is a valuable asset to the Legion, and I trust him to lead our forces in the Second Battle of Hoover Dam.
It's clear that Lanius is a key figure in your Legion's hierarchy. But what about your own role in the battle? Will you be leading your troops into battle, or will you be overseeing the strategy from afar?
I will be on the front lines, Joe. I'm a warrior at heart, and I will fight alongside my soldiers in the battles of Mojave. The Second Battle of Hoover Dam will be a test of strength and will, and I will not die.
There's Jacobstown.
That's quite a commitment, Caesar. You're putting yourself in harm's way to achieve victory. Now, I want to ask you something, Caesar. What do you think about Mr. House and what he's done so far?
All
I have
right.
an itch that one courier...
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the night cannon. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
Alright, I'm looking for Dr. Henry.
Doc's inside the lodge.
Alright. Well, later.
See you.
And as for the courier, we cannot say for certain, but it's clear that House had enemies, and it's possible that the courier was one of them.
I've heard some wild stories about House.
Alright, 30 out of 50 locations discovered.
What do you think his ultimate goal
Neato.
is?
House's ultimate goal is power, Joe. He wants to control the Mojave and its resources, to be the ruler of an independent city-state. But he underestimates the importance of ideology and culture. Without a strong foundation, his rule will be weak and short-lived.
Alright, let's go into the lodge.
On the other hand, has a clear vision and a strong ideology. We will create a new civilization.
Alright, Dr. Henry is right over here.
And discipline.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come see you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get them.
Alright. Well, now we just need a, get a brain from a doggy.
That's a strong
Get a
statement,
replacement
Caesar.
brain.
But do you think there's any hope for a peaceful resolution?
And then when we get back outside here, Marcus is gonna ask us to do something. We're probably gonna get Lady Gibson's, one of her dog's brains, because that'll be the easiest to do. And I think a good junkyard dog brain would be better for Rex instead of like a chem-fueled dog brain or a Legion dog brain, so.
But we are willing to negotiate and make deals. However, the NCR must first recognize our strength and our legitimacy.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
Alright. How have they been harassing the town?
Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
Alright. What do you want me to do?
You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
It sounds like you're confident in your abilities.
Alright.
I wish you luck.
And the Merc is just on the road. He's pretty easy to find. He's right over there. You can see him in the distance.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
Go away and you'll have to deal with me. And you'll wish you were fighting super mutants instead of Cow, the space gnome.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Alright, good man.
About a caravan company. What's so special about that?
65
well,
XP.
Let me tell you, folks. The Crimson Caravan is more than just a group of traders. They're a network of skilled merchants who are dedicated to bringing goods and supplies to every corner of the Mojave. Whether you're a traveler in need of supplies, a settlement in need of provisions, or a business owner looking to expand.
Let's go give Marcus the good news.
Something on your mind?
You won't have any more trouble with those mercenaries.
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us.
Alright. Well, goodbye. That's 250 XP on our belt. Alright, let's go, fast travel to Lady Gibson's scrapyard. And get her dog brain.
Check out your local headquarters, or stop by one of their trading posts today, and tell them Joe Rogan sent you.
Prim is a new sheriff.
There's just a
Welcome back to the
prospector
Joe
sitting
Rogan
here.
Experience, where we
That's
explore a wide
interesting.
range of topics with fascinating
Where are you, old
guests
Lady Gibson?
from all walks of life. Today we have a very special
Ah,
guest
she's
joining
just
us
asleep.
from the Mojave Wasteland. He is the leader of New Vegas and a powerful figure in the post.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
Dr. Henry sent me, and I need a new brain for my cyber dog.
Dr. Henry? Now, there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. As for your request, it's a bit ghoulish if you ask me, but Ray is pretty old, and I'll probably have to put him down soon enough. As for the price for this favor, 700 caps sounds about right. Ray's like family, and I've got other dogs to take care of.
Alright, 700 caps it is.
Here, Ray. Mama's got something for you.
Incredible.
Yeah, we got Ray's brain.
You're the leader of New Vegas, a city
My
that
brain
has
now.
managed to thrive in the midst of all
Alright,
this chaos.
let's hurry on
How
out,
have you been
off
able
back
achieve-
to
Well, Joe,
Dr. Henry.
a lot of careful planning and hard work. I've invested heavily in technology and infrastructure, and I've established a strong system of law and order.
It's amazing how you've been able to maintain power and stability in such a chaotic world. I'm sure our listeners have a lot of questions for you, Mr. House, so let's get started. One of the most fascinating things about your story, Mr. House, is how you managed to live for over 200 years. Can you tell us more about the technology that allowed you to survive?
Of course, Joe. As I mentioned earlier, I was always interested in science and technology, and I had access to some of the most advanced equipment and knowledge of the time. When I realized that the Great War was imminent, I knew I had to
Alright,
take drastic
where are you,
measures to
Dr.
ensure
Henry?
my
You gotta
survival.
cure Rex.
So I poured all my
You can live a lot longer.
resources into creating a self-sustaining underground.
Again, you interrupt me. Why?
Because I got the brain.
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
Brain is from Ray, one of old Lady Gibson's dogs.
All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks.
Transplant Ray's brain to Rex, then.
Have a seat. This will take a while.
I realized early on
Rex
that my
has gained the
physical body
Faithful
would not
Protector
last
perk,
forever.
increasing his
So I
attack
made the
damage.
decision to transfer my consciousness into a machine.
Get 500
I
XP,
developed
and we leveled up.
technology that allowed me to upload my mind into a network of computers.
That's
Alright.
incredible. It's amazing how technology has allowed
increase
you
science
to
a bit more.
overcome the limitations of
At
the
87
human body
science.
and live for centuries.
And
I
now,
can only imagine the possibilities this kind of technology
we
could have for
can
humanity in the future.
get Piercing Strike. Now we'll be able to ignore 15 points of armor from the damage threshold.
I will continue to use my knowledge and
I
resources.
think really the only melee weapon perk I can benefit from
Let's
now
talk
is
more about your
Slayer.
work in New Vegas, Mr. House. The city has become a beacon of hope in the
So,
post-apocalyptic
that won't be till
wasteland.
level 24.
Can you tell us more about what you did to save the city?
Alright, let's go
establish
back to the
stability?
king.
Certainly, Joe. Consciousness long after
Is there a
the
bug
bomb
on me?
fell.
Oh, there's an
I saw
ant
opportunity
crawling on
to
me. I
rebuild
hope I'm
and
not getting
create a
ants
new
in my house.
society.
That'd be
I knew that the
not
Hoover
good.
Dam was a crucial source of power and water, so I made it my mission to secure the dam and establish
Go
a city around it
to...
when the
I'm trying to
NCR
zoom in
got
the
to it
map.
first.
And how did you manage
Ah,
to
let me zoom in.
establish order and stability in the city?
Well, Joe,
Oh, there we
I
go.
knew that a successful society needed a strong foundation of law and
We'll just
order.
fast travel to the strip and go that way. It'll be quicker.
Designed to enforce my laws and protect the citizens of New Vegas.
Alright.
Also established the
Now, since we've cured Rex, the
how you
King's
were
just
able
gonna
to
let us
establish such a
join
functional
the King's
society in the midst of all
without
this
spending our
chaos.
favor.
What would you say has been your biggest challenge in running New Vegas?
The biggest challenge, Joe, has been dealing with the various factions and groups that exist in the wasteland. I've had to navigate complex political relationships, especially with the NCR, and make tough decisions to maintain the stability of the city. But overall, I'm proud of what I've accomplished in New Vegas.
It's truly impressive, Mr. House. You have managed to build a thriving society in a world that was once thought to be uninhabitable. I'm sure our listeners are inspired by your story and your vision for the future. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about the new California Republic, NCR. Mr. House, they're a powerful
Let's talk
faction
to the
that's
king.
been vying for control of the Mojave Wasteland. What?
Why, Rexy, you look all better, boy. Good as new. Did my Rexy get a new brain?
You sure did.
You're a man of your word, no doubt about it. Can't thank you enough. If you want, hold on to Rex for a little while longer. I'm sure he'd enjoy that. Was there anything else you wanted?
Can I join the Kings?
Normally, we don't let outsiders join, and you'd be the first female king ever. But I think I can make an exception in your case. From this day forward, you're one of us, and no one in Freeside will mess with you if they know what's good for them. In addition, if you want to do something about that hair of yours, talk to Sergio. I'll let him know you're coming. Perhaps more importantly, you've earned the right to wear something a little more stylish. Here, wear it proudly.
Hell yeah, brother. Got a King's outfit, and now we're a member of the Kings.
The NCR's democratic system is simply not equipped to
We'll wear our King's outfit for a little bit while we're here.
future of humanity. I'm a busy man, so I'm afraid we may have to cut it short.
That's okay. It's certainly a controversial viewpoint.
It's not really, it's just
I'm
like,
sure there are
gives
those who
one
disagree
DT, but
there's no
we'll just
denying
wear it
that
for the
your
rule of
vision
cool
and
for
your
now.
leadership have brought about significant
Now we got like
changes
a
in the
greaser
Mojave
outfit.
Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
Let's go to the followers. Man, let's talk to Rex. How you feeling, boy? You're certainly looking better. Let me get a closer look at you. Sprain case, sprain's healthy. Goodbye. Alright, we'll send Rex back to the Lucky 38. Time for us to part ways. Alright, wait for me at the Lucky 38, boy. Keep Veronica company.
Be sure that you're drinking something that's not going to make you sick. And let me tell you, folks, this water tastes amazing. It's crisp and refreshing, and it'll quench your thirst like nothing else.
Come to Mick and Ralph's.
Alright, now there's a quest we can do for the followers.
Look for the
To like help junkies and stuff, I believe. And that should get us to being idolized, to where we become a member of the followers.
JoeDo281 at checkout for 10% off your first purchase. That's JoeDo2281 at checkout for 10% off your first purchase.
Where's Julie Farkas at?
Oh, wait, folks, get your hands on the best water in the Mojave Wasteland today.
There she is.
Welcome back, friend.
Ugh. Things seem pretty rough here in Freeside.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
Alright, you said something about helping addicts.
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Alright. Well, tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Alright, tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Alright. I'll see what I can do to help them.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Alright. Well, let's talk about something else. I'm out.
Responsible for countless atrocities, and he's brought nothing but pain and suffering
All
to
right.
the people of the Mojave.
What is it? High Times. Let's go do that.
Slave boys.
Sorry, I meant slave girls.
Those are some strong words. Have you ever met Caesar face to face?
Yes, I have. And let me
Alright, let's go talk to the first addict.
figure that he makes himself out to be.
And get them all sobered up so they can be productive members of society again.
It sounds like you've been through a lot, Joshua, but you've also found a way to make a positive impact on the world. Do you have any advice for people who are struggling to find their own purpose?
Yes.
The first one is over here, I believe. I think this one is the alcoholic. Yeah, it could be the druggie, I don't know.
Find something that you're passionate about and throw yourself into it. God is but one path, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. We're all God's children and can accomplish great things together.
That's great advice, Joshua.
Alright, here's the first one. Bill Ronte.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today.
Julie Farkas sent me to help you sober up.
Julie? I love Julie. She's such a nice lady. One time I was working on the water pump, and she came over, put her hand on my shoulder, and told me I was doing a great job. Great job, she says. I just choked up and didn't say nothing. Compliments are so rare these days.
Well, why don't you stop drinking?
Drop drinking? I've been drinking for a straight month. Listen, I've tried to stop, but the withdrawal symptoms are so bad, I feel like I'm gonna die. I can't stop now.
How can you afford so much alcohol?
Dixon sells me booze dirt cheap. It does the job, but it tastes like paint thinner, and I feel like I'm gonna die if I stop drinking for a day. I swear that guy's trying to kill me, but what can I do? Drinking other booze doesn't cure the sickness like his.
Alright, goodbye.
It's been used for
I gotta go talk to
thousands of years
Dixon.
treat all kinds of ailments. The best part is that it
And
doesn't
get him
rely
to
on
stop
technology,
supplying the
which is
junkies.
ultimately good. There's also a certain psychedelic element to it, but I've only heard about it from recruit legionaries.
Isn't drug use forbidden by the Legion?
Yes, but to be honest, some of us don't give a shit.
That's fascinating. What are some examples of natural remedies that
Want to
you've
get
used?
lucky?
Well,
Head on down to the
one of my
atomic
favorites is
range.
yarrow. It's a plant that's been used for
Alright,
centuries
I think
to stop
Dixon's
bleeding.
over here.
I've also used willow bark,
Come
which
to
contains
Mick
a
and Ralph's
natural
for
form
all
of
your
acid
shopping needs.
to relieve pain and reduce
Hey.
inflammation. And of course, there's healing powder, which is made from a combination of plants and minerals.
No, I wonder if Mick and Ralph's has like some C4 I can buy, or like a detonator.
Ha 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 ha. No, Joe, I haven't.
The fucking C4 might be a good way to take care of Caesar.
Drug use was strictly forbidden.
Just put a bunch of C4 in his pants, up his asshole, and then
Achieving a higher
light him up.
through spiritual and meditative practices.
I hear you, but, you know, some people claim that psychedelic experiences can lead to
Alright, there you
profound
are,
spiritual
Dixon.
insights.
Yes, I've heard that.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
What are you selling?
Have a look, baby.
Hell yeah. Give me your stuff. You know anything about Bill and Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
I need to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
How about so the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down? Is that it?
Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore.
Bye.
Member of the NCR military,
Alright.
you'll be part of the most powerful
Now we
and
can
respected
get them to
military force in the
stop since
wasteland.
they won't have a
You'll
supply of
receive the
chems.
best training equipment.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
Julie Farkas says you could use some help.
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using drugs. Stop using the chems, man.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
Who's supplying you?
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps?
I took care of that dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now!
I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. And there the followers should be able to help.
Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of your friends to get through this.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
New California.
Oh yeah, brother.
And your role.
Alright, let's go back to the other guy.
Democratic Federation
Tell him he's not going to get any booze.
of the old world. Our goal and my quest are to restore order and rebuild civilization in the wasteland. I believe myself to be the effective leader of NCR military operations in the Mojave Wasteland.
That sounds like a pretty big responsibility.
Alright, I'm
What
going
kind
to
of
put
challenges
on
do
my
you face in the Mojave
fucking
Wasteland?
nun's outfit again just because it's more protective.
We have to deal with raiders, mutants, and other dangerous creatures on a daily basis.
Priest robes,
Plus, there
ranger
are
brown
other
hat.
factions in the area that don't exactly see eye to eye with us.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be.
Alright,
a
I'm going to
tricky
take off the
situation.
ranger
How
brown
does
hat.
the NCR deal with these other factions?
Alright.
We try to maintain a peaceful relationship with other factions whenever possible. But we're not afraid to use force if necessary. Our primary goal is to protect the citizens of the NCR and establish a stable government in the region.
I see. So, what kind of progress has the NCR made in the Mojave Wasteland?
We've
Come
made
to Mick and
significant
Ralph's
progress
for all
in
your
securing the
shopping
region and
needs.
establishing a stable government.
We've brought law and order to areas that were once lawless, and we've helped to rebuild infrastructure that was destroyed during the war.
That's impressive. But I'm sure
We're almost done here.
What kind of future do you see for the
I'm
NCR?
almost idolized with
Bright future
Freeside.
for both the
It's pretty
NCR
good.
and the Mojave Wasteland. We have a lot of work to do, but I believe that we can create a thriving civilization in the wasteland. Of course, there will always be challenges, but I'm confident that we can overcome them and create a better future for everyone.
General Oliver, I've heard some rumors about Camp Search.
All right, Bill.
Come on, man, I'm dying.
Bill, Julie, and the rest of your friends miss you. They need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
I have.
All right, there we
I
go.
can tell you that it's not a place for the faint
Some
of
more
heart.
Freeside fame.
Well, that's exactly why.
Well, let's pop in here and talk to the Garretts about getting supplies for the followers.
NCR soldiers on a mission to Camp Searchlight.
I'm afraid I can't authorize that, Joe. Camp Searchlight is too dangerous for civilians to be
Today,
wandering.
some gamblers came in saying they'd seen you enter the Lucky 38. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't know of any other living person who's been in there.
Alright, well, yeah, I'm a fucking legend.
They scouted spent
Hold on a minute.
rods.
I don't think I talked to her.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler.
I found you an export who's a ghoul and a cowboy.
Imagine that. What's his name and when's he start?
Her name's Beatrix, and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference.
Alright. Followers need to find someone to trade with them for supplies.
Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
Alright, might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Alright. I could use some help with my reputation in Freeside.
For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, so let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind?
I want people to like me.
Alright, I can chat you up, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not risking my reputation around here for nothing.
I'm a damn beacon of morality here. People should be lining up to shake my hand.
Great. This is gonna require an epic tale of heroism. I've got it. I'll say you slew a nest of deathclaws living in the sewers. It was bloody work, but you waded through the pack like a man possessed. Just to make this clear, I can only spin a whopper this big once. There's only so much people will believe before they see through the bullshit.
Alright.
At least that's what I think.
Or like with
That's
Freeside.
interesting. Have you ever faced him in battle?
No, I haven't yet. But I'm confident enough he isn't as tough
All
and
right.
scary as he sounds.
I believe Lady
After all,
Jane is
I'm the
actually
sheriff
for the
who's
one
soldier.
that is
I
somewhere
have
over
faith in my
here.
troops and our strategy,
Go and
and
talk to
believe we
her.
can defeat him if necessary.
That's an
Real quick.
interesting way to put it. Well, it sounds like you're ready for whatever comes your way. Thanks again for joining us today, General Oliver.
Thank you, Joe. It was a pleasure to be here.
I think Lady Jane is over here. I think Lady Jane's like a reference to Princess Bride, I believe. Hold on a minute. I want to see something.
Are you tired of living in a world
Hertz.
filled with chaos
Should
and
have Wild-
danger?
Yeah, I do have
you
Wild West
long
Land.
for
Okay,
a
I just wanted to
safe
make
and
sure.
secure future? Look no further than the Brotherhood of Steel. At the Brotherhood of Steel, we believe in the power of technology and the importance of preserving it for future generations.
There's Lady Jane.
Our highly trained soldiers and knights are dedicated to keeping the wasteland safe from the dangers that threaten to destroy it.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
I was hired by the Gerts to track you down.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full. But who would bother with such a mess?
Jane, I can tell you're lying through your teeth.
Damn. I didn't want to hand over all of my caps because I won't have enough to get home to California. Here, take it all. I'll find my way home one way or another.
Yeah, give me them.
And I know, I probably shouldn't have accepted this sponsorship.
There we go. Now we just gotta find Santiago.
Caps. 15,000 caps to be specific. Sure, I could have just pocketed
We'll
the
do
money,
that, and
but
then we'll
going
have
to
2 of
level
the
this
3
offer.
prostitutes,
But
plus also
Steel is just so fucking cool. I'm not even fully
all the
talking
debts
about their
paid.
power armor, which, don't get me wrong, is so dope. But even the way they carry themselves and act like they're knights of the round table, it's so sick. Everything about them is just so dope. And I know I'm going to catch some heat from Karen at the NCR's propaganda, public relations office, for saying all of this. I just can't resist. The viewers and listeners watch and listen to my show because I say it like it is. No bullshit. Just pure, unaltered opinion.
Alrighty.
And some of you may not like what I have to say, and that's fine.
Turn in this quest with Julie Farkas. We should, I believe, will be idolized with the followers. And then I could go to the followers' safe house and get a radiation suit, I believe.
Power armor to their laser and plasma weaponry, the way that they treat themselves like knights of the round table, the technology that they amass. It's all very cool. And you know what? I've got a small batch of some special vault-grown wild wasteland kush on me right now that I'm going to spark up in honor of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where's
Cheers,
Julie
everyone,
Farkas?
And thank you to the Brotherhood of Steel for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. And
Welcome back, friend.
I think I found someone who will supply and cover your supplies.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
You get your chems and help anyone who gets addicted.
True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain.
They just need tech support and raw materials.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Alright. And I helped with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Alright. 500 XP. We're idolized with Freeside.
Welcome back, friend.
We're still not idolized with the followers, though. I have medical supplies to drop off.
Good to hear.
Fixer.
How much do you have to donate?
2.
Thanks. Anything else?
Nope, that's all for now.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Nope, still not exalted. Need to find more medics and fixer. Oh well. Alright,
I can only imagine.
What to do, what to do.
What are they trying to accomplish?
It's all about control.
I want to get more XP. What quest do we have?
They'll stop at nothing to achieve their goal. They're using all sorts of advanced technology that we don't even know. And they're manipulating us in ways that we can't even imagine.
That's some heavy stuff, No Bark. It's definitely something to think about. Now, my other question is, there's rumors that cows have been dying left and right near Novak. You know anything about that?
Oh yeah, Joe. That's been going on for a while now. People around here.
Oh yeah, we can do cold heart. I forgot to do that. Let's just fast travel here. Oh, I should probably get. I forgot to get Chance's knife last time I was playing this. We'll go do that as well.
Well, Joe, it's not just the cows.
There have been strange lights in the sky, weird noises at night, and sightings of strange creatures around here. And let me tell you,
Let's talk to the soldier here and scare his pants.
all over the world.
Make him shit
Wow,
himself.
that's crazy. So you think these aliens are targeting cows specifically?
Well, Joe, there are a lot of things.
Heard you helped out Jackson. Thanks for that. Caravans are still waiting for clearance to move out, but at least there's movement.
Legion attacked Nipton, burned and killed everyone.
What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
Super mutants around
Right.
for years, and they've never targeted cows like this before.
Quest complete.
Besides,
You get any XP for that?
strange ways, with no visible signs of trauma or injury.
Oh, we
That's
didn't.
definitely
Oh,
odd.
okay, well, that's
So
a
you're
waste of
saying
time.
it's more likely that the commies or
Alright,
aliens are involved?
Absolutely, Joe. It's just another piece of the puzzle. The commies and the
Well, let's go to Randall Associates. We have the finger to turn in as well. Get our next bounty.
I hear you, man. It's definitely something to keep in mind.
Yo, Randall, I got a finger with your name on it.
Quigley yet?
Yep, hell yeah, brother.
I'll take that finger. Here's your reward. There's plenty of bounties left, so come back when you're ready to put in more work.
Better future for all.
You ready for the next bounty, kid?
Hell yeah, brother.
Last week, a caravan was waylaid north of town, but it's still a mystery who was behind the attack. One of the guards survived with a leg injury, but by all accounts, he's a drunken ass. His name is Chesty, and he spends his days at the bar in Boulder City. Find this guy and try to figure out what happened. Our client is offering 500 caps for the apprehension or termination of the attacker, provided we get definitive proof. Good luck.
Alright.
What's the end game here? What do they want?
Like I said before, Joe, it's all about
Alright, we
control.
can do that later.
The NCR wants to be the top dog in the wasteland, and they'll stop at nothing to achieve that goal. They're using
There we go.
propaganda,
Zoom out.
censorship,
Go to the Good Spring Cemetery. We'll start from there.
themselves in power.
That's definitely something to think about. Now, I want to hear more
Did I pick
about
up
your
the,
thoughts on the Brotherhood of Steel. What are they doing? Why have they been so quiet?
The thing here I must have. I think it was over here normally. I need to turn in. I want to collect all the snow globes as well. And it's good caps when you turn them in to the robot at the Lucky 38.
That's definitely unusual. Why do you think that is?
We're back in Goon
There are a lot of
Springs.
theories out there. Some say that the Brotherhood is gearing up for a major conflict, and they don't want to reveal their plans too soon. Others think that they're involved in some kind of secret research or experimentation, and they don't want anyone else to know about it.
Interesting. So what do you think the Brotherhood
Alright,
is up
so there's going to be a bunch of cazadors guarding the knife. But yeah, this knife, I believe there's like a comic about Benny or whatever that they made before the game came out. And it has to do with the cons and stuff. And a certain con that Benny ends up killing. You end up getting his knife. And I'm of the opinion his knife is the best melee weapon in the game. Especially when you got all the melee perks. I'm probably going to be using that knife.
That's a fair point. Now, House has been a previous guest on the show. I
Another
wanna ask you,
cazador over
what's
here.
House's plan? What is he
Alright, I'm going to equip the katana. I believe. It's just the katana's way better.
Which he hopes will become a hub of commerce and technology in the future.
Poisoned.
But how
That's the
does
problem
House
with
plan on achieving
cazadors.
this? Does he have the resources and manpower to pull something like this off?
House is definitely a smart guy, Joe. He's got a lot of advanced technology at his disposal, and he's been using it to gain power and influence in the wasteland.
We just gotta hug this wall here and we'll eventually get to where it is. But this camp is where Chance ended up dying. So Chance was like a name of one of the great cons in the comic. You don't see him in the game because he's obviously dead because Benny killed him. But he was like a drug addict basically. And then Benny's like, oh yeah, he just basically OD'd him. He gave him chems and then purposely gave him enough to OD him to where he didn't have to deal with him, basically, because he was getting annoyed.
Look like in 10, 20, even 50 years.
Well, Joe, I think the wasteland is always going to be a dangerous and unpredictable place. But I also think that there's a lot of potential for progress and growth. If the right people and factions can come together.
It's a pretty good comic. I definitely recommend it. If you just look it up, you could probably find like a YouTube video on it. Just like look up Fallout New Vegas like Chance comic or whatever.
Thanks for listening to my theories.
Oops, you can do that. Oh, I might have gone too far. Oh shit. Alright. Go back over here.
It's your host, Joe Rogan, beaming straight out of the Mojave, thanks to the generous sponsorship of the Ultra Lux Casino. Yes, you heard that right, the Ultra Lux Casino. If you've ever dreamt of a chance to enjoy a swanky cocktail,
alright, let's go back up here. I thought I was on the edge of the map.
You just want to sit back and enjoy the melodies of the Rat Pack on a real pre-war record player.
Yeah, I think it's back here. Because I remember it being pretty close to Good Springs.
Now I know what you're thinking. Joe, I can barely keep myself from being Deathclaw lunch. How am I supposed to enjoy the luxury of the Ultra Lux Casino? But folks, that's the magic of it all. The Ultra Lux Casino isn't just a casino, it's a lifestyle. It's about shaking off the dust of the wasteland and stepping into a world of glitz, glamour, and a healthy dose of debauchery. Try your luck at the blackjack table, throw some dice at the craps pit, or just spin the roulette wheel and pray to whatever god you believe in. And don't forget the slot machines, folks. Who knows? You might hit the jackpot and walk away with enough cash.
Alright, here's where the knife is.
But hey,
there's a fuck ton of Cazadors. We're in Cazador country. Yeah, I got a lot of XP from killing them, though.
I can personally vouch for it as the best meat I've ever had in my life. What a shame. The only complaint I have is that it tastes a bit weird, however. Plus, the in-house
probably Arcade's gonna get knocked out.
How they managed to get it that cold in the middle of the desert, I have no idea.
Oh, well, we just knocked him over. He's dead.
Duct tape and a few gallons of liquid nitrogen, but that's
alright, now I believe Chance's knife is somewhere on the ground here. Gotta search for it.
Remember, folks, what happens in the Ultra Lux stays in the Ultra Lux unless
turn on our flashlight.
In which case, you'll be making a rather dramatic exit courtesy of the casino security. Don't say I didn't
some
warn
drugs.
You. Shame on you for trying to make the casino lose money. Hey, Jamie, pull up the holotape of that guy getting tossed out last week, would you? No, we're still live. I really have to
yeah, it might not actually be here.
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, folks. Today we have a special
What's this
guest
on the map?
show. President Aaron
Tribal
Kimball,
Village.
the leader of the new California Republic, currently occupying the Mojave Wasteland.
I swore it was in the Tribal Village.
Thank you, Joe. It's great to be here.
So, let's jump right into it. The new California Republic has a long and storied history.
It might be where the makeshift map was.
Absolutely. Before the NCR, there existed Shady Sands. The town was rife with conflict, with constant problems from rat scorpions and raiders alike.
Alright, I don't think it's here. Let's check the tents real quick.
And we still praise him as a hero today. Afterward, the new California Republic was founded in 2186 by Aradesh, who is also our first president. Our primary goal is to create a stable democratic society that could thrive in the post-apocalyptic world.
That's really interesting.
Alright, well, it's not here. Alright, it's in one of the other locations near here, though, I'm certain.
How is the NCR
in fact, I know it is.
Well, we've faced a lot of challenges over the years, but I like to think we've come out stronger on the other side. Our population has grown significantly, and we've expanded our borders to include much of California and parts of Nevada. One of our biggest challenges is dealing with the various factions and groups that exist in the Mojave Wasteland.
Is there anything we can cook? We got some gecko steaks we can make. I only make one, though.
Raider jungles, which we conveniently named fiends, have been giving us trouble left and right. Also, the
alright, well, we'll go up this way then.
Controversial, but Bitter Springs was justified.
I want to find Chance's knife.
To establish our presence here, and there are still threats that we need to deal with on a daily basis.
That's really bold take about Bitter Springs? Speaking of the Mojave Wasteland, what can you tell us about the situation there? I've heard rumors of a conflict between the NCR and a group called the Legion.
Yes, the Legion is a formidable enemy that we've been dealing with for some time now. They're a highly organized military force that's dedicated to the destruction of our republic. We've fought several battles with them already, but they can...
Alright, it might be in the spot over here.
That sounds like a tough fight. How do you plan to defeat the Legion?
We have a number of strategies in place, but our primary focus is on winning the hearts and minds of the people of the Mojave. We believe that by demonstrating the benefits of democracy and freedom, we can show the people that the NCR is the best choice for their future.
Well, it sounds like you have your work cut out for you. Another question, if you may. Many people have accused you of being corrupt.
Alright, Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. This ain't it.
I'm sorry, but those accusations are completely based.
Alright.
The NCR is a democracy.
Some mantises.
I serve the will of the people, not some...
There's a bighorner here. Let's kill it for the XP.
Influence over our government or our policies.
Okay, but there have been reports of corruption within the NCR government, including allegations that some officials have accepted bribes from the Brahmin barons in exchange for favorable treatment.
I can't find it.
How do you respond to those claims?
Those claims are simply untrue. We have a strict code of conduct.
No, it's somewhere around on the edge here.
Engaging in corrupt activities will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. These allegations are nothing more than baseless rumors spread by our enemies.
All right, fair enough. Let's move on to another topic. The NCR is often seen as a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic world on democracy and freedom. But there are also those who criticize your government's expansionist policies. What do you say to those critics?
Well, I would say that our expansionist policies are necessary for the survival of our republic. We need to secure new territories.
Let's check the map.
In order to support our growing population and ensure our...
I think we're going too far north. It might have been in the tribal village.
But sometimes force is necessary.
Alright, well, if we don't... We might end up finding the Great Khans, and I'm okay with that too.
Relationship with Robert House, the founder of New Vegas. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Mr. House is an interesting figure. He's a brilliant man with a lot of ideas about how to improve the Mojave Wasteland. While we don't always see eye to eye on everything, we do share a common goal of making the region a better place for everyone.
That's a diplomat.
Alright, well this is where the Great Khans are. I'm gonna help them out.
In his plans for New Vegas.
You can learn some Great Khans Kung Fu. Then the only one we'll need to learn is the Legion Kung Fu. We'll have all the unarmed moves.
He's very secretive and seems to have his own agenda.
Be the best fisticuffer ever.
Now, some of our viewers may view you negatively, Mr. President, for your handling of certain crises in the past. For example, there was the I-15 incident where the new California Republic failed to provide aid to miners still troubled by death claws. There was also the situation at Camp Forlorn Hope,
right,
where NCR troops were left vulnerable.
And one of the reasons I got my science up is because I wanted to help
to deal with the Fiends gang. What do you have to say
certain group of people here. You peddle drugs. Be a little drug runner.
As the leader of the NCR,
little drug runner, cow.
To ensure the safety and security of our citizens and our troops. And in those instances, we fell short. However, it's important to understand that we are operating in a challenging environment with limited resources and a multitude of threats. We are doing the best we can with what we have, but mistakes will
I
inevitably...
believe there's a guy I can talk to here. It's like doesn't want to be a con, so
I can understand.
I'll leave you somewhere over here.
Some people might argue that these mistakes are indicative of larger problems within the NCR government.
There's Jessup. There's Jessup. He's back here.
Or that you're not able to effectively govern such a large
I think the guy might be asleep. Let's wait till it's daytime, and more people won't be sleeping.
We have a robust system of governance in place, with checks and balances to ensure that power is not abused. And while there are certainly challenges associated with governing such a large territory, we have a dedicated and skilled workforce that is up to the
He's
task.
still not here.
Before we go,
alright, well, let's go find the drug suppliers.
There have been reports of clashes
Get where they're at.
and the Brotherhood in the past. And some people see them as a potential threat.
And we'll
to the
find
security
them.
of the region.
The Brotherhood of Steel is an interesting group, to say the least.
Oh,
they have a unique
there you are.
What do you want?
What are you doing?
Nothing really. Just trying to psych myself up to try my initiation. Again.
Sounds like you're writing poetry.
Oh, you heard that, huh? Okay, so, yeah, I was writing poetry. I know, it's not a very great con-like thing to do. The followers of the apocalypse came to our camp when I was a kid, and they brought a bunch of old books. I used to read pre-war poetry for hours.
What do you know about the followers of the apocalypse?
Not much. They found us when we came to the Mojave, gave us a bunch of books on science and history. I guess they're like teachers or something?
Alright, you don't sound too eager for this initiation.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe I'm not. What else can I do?
Sounds like you're not happy being a Great Con. Maybe you'd be happier someplace else.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry. Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe. Do you think the followers of the apocalypse would take me? I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe.
I could ask them for you.
You'd do that? Thanks. I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The cons wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody.
Alright. Well, we can go do that.
You waiting for? Come on down to the
Get some more followers rep, and maybe also Great Cons.
Remember the Atomic Wrangler, where the fun never stops. Thanks to all you wonderful folks down at the Atomic Wrangler for sponsoring the Joe Rogan experience.
I think they might be a little bit up north is where I'm looking for them. But we'll pick up the quest where we gotta deliver the drugs to the fiends.
One of their couriers picked it up
and then
deliver it to her right now. I think it was courier.
I just want to do that quest before I deal with the fiends though, because do the Camp McCarran stuff, because if I do the Camp McCarran stuff first, it'll lock me out of a bunch of Great Con stuff.
Today I have a very special guest joining me, Marcus. Now for those of you who don't know, Marcus is the mayor of Jacobstown, a town in the Mojave Wasteland. But here's the kicker. Marcus is also a super mutant. Yeah, you heard that right, a super mutant. Marcus, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. So Marcus, can you tell us a bit about your backstory? How did you become a super mutant?
It's an absolute pleasure to be on the show, Joe. Well, I used to be part of a vault.
Alright, this is where we pick up the quest, I believe. And you can also find bags of cocaine here, I believe.
And that's what turned me into a super mutant.
Wow, that's intense. And what was it like?
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
I'm looking to make a few caps. Got any work for me?
Jack handles the small-time purchases. You should talk to him unless you're looking.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
Anything else?
I might have clicked on the wrong thing. I'm looking for work to make a few caps. Got any work for me?
You look like you could handle yourself in a fix. All right, I'll tell you what. Anders, one of my best runners, is overdue to report back. If you can find out what happened to him, I'll give you some real work.
Alright, sure. Just tell me what I'm looking for and where to start.
About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona, to open new markets for our product. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been no sign of him.
Alright, I'll be back as soon as I have any news.
Thanks. Prove you're reliable on this, and I'll have more for you later.
Alright. What about you?
Hey, look who it is bringing that good con karma around.
Alright. I'm looking to make a few caps. Got any work for me? Oh, shit.
Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark.
Alright. I know a few recipes for chems you might want. I could teach you.
Right on. What have you got?
Ugh. Oh, wow. Alright. I can teach you to make slasher.
Right on. Let's have it.
Can you tell us a bit more about Jacobstown? What's life like there?
Sure, Joe. Jacobstown.
Well, it's nighttime now.
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge. Just helping out.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip kitten.
Alright. I know a few recipes for chems you might want. I could teach you.
Right on. What have you got?
I can teach you to make party time mentals.
Right on. Let's have it.
I'll learn a thing or two from you guys. You mentioned earlier that you had some experience with.
Hey, what's up?
Alright. I got more recipes for you.
On.
I can teach you to make a rocket.
Right on. Let's have it. Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge, just helping out.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip kitten.
Got a few recipes.
Right on.
It sounds like the Vault Dweller was a true hero. And what did he do after defeating...
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe?
No charge, just helping out.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip kitten. Right on.
Oh, can't teach him anymore. You got an impressive setup here. Have you ever considered making more helpful chems?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel grootalicious.
But think of all the people who overdose on Jet and Psycho. It's bad for your karma.
Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
Yeah. How's the medical work going?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already. But if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them.
Oh, okay. Now I can teach him more stuff. I can teach you how to make super stim packs. I need survival in order to teach him how to make Hydra, so we'll have to level that up.
Right on. Let's have it.
Great comms. Enough news of your good works has been passed around to people like you.
Arroyo to find the Gek, and how did you end up meeting him?
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip kitten.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Yeah, we fucking finally made our goal for the year, because I started, my goal is to get to 100 subs before April next year, so thank you, Jim. Yeah, I actually have something I'm gonna upload, and then, I know a while back I was gonna, do a special stream. I gotta do a special stream now, too. I'll probably do it in fucking Halloween. I was gonna play Luigi's Mansion, but, the whole time while I'm playing, I'll sound like Christopher Walken and just talk like this forever. Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, we finally fucking made it to 100 subs. Just 400 more, and I can actually make a living off this, hopefully, so... Much appreciated. Made me a very happy camper, Jim. Alright. Goodbye.
Take it
here in Jacobstown. It's amazing.
I wonder how I get to learn the unarmed move.
Can have such a big impact on the world.
Alright, maybe I gotta actually like teach him all the recipes and then he'll teach me. But alright, let's go do this quest. Or I do wanna get the Chance's knife. Yeah, I mean, we've only been doing this since April and last year, and we're already at 100 subs, so...
Let me tell you about our sponsor for
Yeah.
today's show. Have you ever found
We're
yourself
moving on up in the
wandering
world like the
wasteland,
Jeffersons.
parched and desperate for a drink? Well, worry no
Alright.
more because
I gotta
our
search a
sponsor
little
has
bit
a
harder
solution.
for this
Introducing
fucking knife.
Sunset
We'll just fucking
Sarsaparilla,
loot everything.
The official
Here.
beverage of the Mojave Wasteland.
We'll clean up the
It's
place.
the perfect combination of sweetness and carbonation that will quench your thirst and give you the energy you need to keep trekking through this unforgiving
More
landscape.
Jet.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, is Sunset
There's
Sarsaparilla
a fire
safe to
axe,
drink? I
nice.
don't want to end up with radiation poisoning. Well, let me tell
Great
you,
con.
Sunset Sarsaparilla has been thoroughly tested and is
Great
completely
con
safe
soldier
to
armor.
consume. Definitely. In fact, it's so good you'll forget you're even in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Another question is,
Come on, I know
Joe,
Chance's knife is
hasn't
somewhere here,
Sunset
man.
Sarsaparilla stopped production since the Great War? The answer is no. The NCR is actively building new manufacturing factories in the West, and those factories produce many products. One of those products is Sunset Sarsaparilla, which means it's in production again. So the next time you're out scavenging for supplies, be sure to grab a cold and refreshing bottle of Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Burned Body, Wasteland Settler.
And don't forget to tune in to our show for more exciting adventures in the Mojave Wasteland.
Man, this is annoying. I'm gonna have to look up where Chance's knife is later, and I'll just pick it up off screen. More than likely.
Today, we have a very special guest with us. He's a ghoul mechanic and self-proclaimed gunslinger who says he's been.
All right, well, let's go.
Mojave Wasteland. Please welcome.
What's the quest called? Abba Daba Honeymoon.
Raul,
which is all the way at Cottonwood Cove.
A bit about yourself.
So we got to go there.
And end up as a prisoner at Black Mountain.
Well, Joe, I was born before the Great War in Mexico. I was a mechanic and an excellent shooter back then. When the bombs fell, I was with my sister at a ranch that was unaffected by the Great War.
And spoilers, the Legion, they fucking nailed their dealer onto a fucking cross for selling drugs. Basically, Legion isn't really a fan of drugs. They're fighting a drug war. War on drugs.
Only me and my sister died. Afterward, we headed to Mexico City against our better judgment.
All right, I gotta run on over there.
For so long in the wasteland.
Yeah, rough is one word. Well, Joe, I'm a survivor. I've been through a lot over the years. One day, after I was ghoulified, I found an old vaquero outfit.
Alright, I know we can find some holy hand grenades in this town on the way to Cottonwood Cove as well, so that would be good. I'll probably pick those up later at some point. But I'm just gonna run straight through this village because there's a lot of rads here.
It sounds like you've been through a lot of hardship in your life. So, how did you end up at Black Mountain?
Well, after my sister's death, I continued wandering the wasteland. One day, I happened upon a radio signal from Black Mountain. When it went quiet, I got interested and decided to go up there. There, I met a mutant named Tabitha, who after I fixed the radio willingly, made work as a
Alright,
mechanic through
and there's some Legion fellers over there.
I tried to escape a few times, but I'm always threatened with violence.
Man, I really like the Legion armor.
That's intense. How have you managed to survive working for the super mutant?
It's just a shame that a lot of the armors in this game are also disguises. But the good news is when you do the Lonesome Road DLC, there's a lot of like Legion-looking armor that you can get there, so it's fine.
Looks like they're too dumb to figure that out.
That's impressive, Raul. Do you have any plans for your
Some
future?
NCR fellers here as well. I believe these guys are all ghouls. No, they're not ghouls. I know there's like a battalion of NCR ghouls, I believe. If my memory serves me right.
Interesting to hear.
Alright, well, now we're getting fucking rads.
You must have passed through Arizona to get here. How's Arizona?
Zoom on through. One rad per second.
However, they're not too friendly to anyone
No.
who doesn't fit their idea of the perfect society. One piece of advice I can give: you should never tell kids they won't end well for business. By the way, I wish you could.
Oh wow. Oh, I thought he was a giant for a moment, and I just remembered. I'm just small.
That sounds like a challenging environment to live in. What kind of work have you done for the people of Arizona?
Mostly mechanical work.
Bad guys.
I fixed up cars.
More bad guys. Big thinkies and big stinkies.
It's not easy being a guru in the wasteland, but I figure if I can do some good and make people's lives a little easier, it's worth it.
That's a noble way of looking at things, Raul. It's clear that you've had to face a lot of adversity in your life, but you're still out there trying to help people. That's impressive. So, what do you think the future holds for you? Do you have any plans or goals for the future?
Right, we'll just rescue this guy and go back to the Great Khans. I could fucking assassinate Caesar, but I'm not strong enough. I don't think I am. I can try though. Oh, yeah, level up. Nice. Alright, let's boost our science some more. Or actually, no. To get that last ingredient, we need, 75 survival.
Yeah,
Do
Joe,
that.
that's unfortunately true. The Brotherhood is always intolerant of ghouls, and they're not too fond of mutants in general. They see themselves as some holier-than-thou protectors of technology. And they think that
Get Vigilant Recycler there. That would be a good one to get. Just for later on.
over the years, and it's never been pleasant.
That's really unfortunate. It seems like they're missing out on the potential contributions that ghouls and other non.
And Ghastly Scavenger. We have Cannibal. Then we'll be able to eat ghouls and super mutants. Good eating.
Honestly, Joe, I'm not sure there's much that can be done.
Ooh, adamantine skeleton. Limbs only receive 50% of damage normally would. Light step, that'd actually be pretty good. I won't fucking set off mines. Yeah, purifier. Purify Wasteland, you do 50% damage with melee and unarmed weapons against centaurs, night stalkers, spore plants, spore carriers, death boss, super mutants, and froggles. Oh, I might grab that. I'm actually gonna get light step first. That way I don't set off mines. Because that's fucking annoying.
Alliances with other ghouls might be a good way to help each other out.
Absolutely, Joe. There are plenty of
Now we're gonna be safe. Won't set off bombs.
Over the years, I've met a lot of them and formed some pretty tight bonds. We share resources, watch each other's backs, and offer each other support when we need it.
Alright, well, we'll go fucking talk to Caesar. See what he wants. We're not gonna side with him, though, because we're a good courier. And we work for Mr. House, and he's gonna be our fucking sugar daddy.
Supporting each other in such a harsh and unforgiving environment. It's a reminder that even in the worst of circumstances,
Provide us all the money we could ever want.
Exactly. The wasteland might be a brutal place, but it's also a place where people can come together and make a difference. We might be mutants, but we're still human, and we still have the ability to build communities and support each other.
Well said, Raul. Thank you again for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you, Joe. It's been an honor.
There's the Great Khan. He's on a cross, just like Jesus.
Hey.
It's Anders.
Please. Help me.
Not Anders from Dragon Age 2, thankfully. This is a cooler Anders, as far as I'm concerned. Are you Anders? Jack and Diane sent me to look for you.
Thank God. Let me down, please.
Alright, let me get you down from there.
Including a water filtration system, a durable backpack, a first aid kit.
Alright, return to Diane and tell her about Anders.
Survival kit.
Well, we'll do that later. We gotta do some stuff for Mr. House, and there's Kung Fu we can learn here, so...
And even defend yourself
learn Legion style.
With the included survival guide. So don't wait any longer. Order your Mojave survival kit from your local caravan or outpost today, and make sure you have the tools you need to survive in this harsh and unforgiving world. Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, where you, as a listener, get to hear interesting views from all areas of life. Thanks for being on this show, Father Elijah.
Alright, there's a Legion. Away to the Kaiser. Ooh.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
I have the Mark of Caesar. Or, Mark of Little Caesars. I was invited to this pizza party.
You wear the Mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Destroyed by humanity's folly. I believe the end justifies the means in this situation. The Sierra Madre has the potential to
Alright, there's some slaves here. Oh, here's a thing here.
It could be the bedrock of a new world.
And this is a reference to Life of Brian.
But it sounds like
it was a Monty Python movie.
To force this solution onto people with the use of these collars is that
Let's wait till it's daytime.
Yes, and it is a difficult truth. But consider the current state of our world, Joe. We are fragmented, constantly at odds, resources are scarce, and violence is rampant. My goal is to create unity and stability.
All right.
A chance for a better life.
I see
The
you bear
collars,
the mark of Caesar.
they are a tool of...
Caesar does not like to be kept waiting. I would find Cursor Lucullus quickly. He should still be
temporarily.
Oh, okay. I guess I have to talk to Caesar right away. Oh, okay, we can do that. I wanted to try and buy the slaves and get them free.
The road to recovery is steep, Joe, and for some, a firm hand to guide them is necessary.
I guess it's all about perspective, huh? From my chair, it seems
All right.
like the technology
Well, let's
you're dealing
go
with is
talk
extremely
to
powerful.
fucking little
What about
Caesar.
the danger of it falling into the wrong hands?
It is a risk. But the Sierra Madre's defenses are formidable. Holographic security, toxic cloud.
Yo, what's up, nerd?
I'll wait. Are you ready to head upriver?
Hell yeah, brother.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat.
Era for humanity. We will rise from the ashes.
Wait a second. What's going on? Am I playing Virgil to your Dante? I'd like to assume that we're tiptoeing into the mouth of hell out of academic curiosity, but I'm not so open-minded that I've lost my brains.
Yes, the new California
Bearers
of civilization in the wasteland. You see, Joe, my disdain.
Once we get close to Caesar, we will strike.
ep2, mi amica. I have to commend you on your sense of historical propriety, but have you given more than a passing thought to how we would escape? No disrespect intended, but you weren't the first person to dream up the idea. Just give me a sign when you're about to pull out the dagger so I know when to make a run for the cliffs.
Right?
Hell yeah, brother.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
Alright. Sure, I agree to disarm.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Consuming without replenishing.
Alright.
It's the same old
Well,
story of humanity's hubris.
let's go talk to little Caesar. Then we can learn the Legion Kung Fu and then do the job we were set out by Mr. House and then fucking send Caesar to the ethereal plane or the spirit world by killing him.
Methods, new structures, new thinking. That's why the Sierra Madre
If I can't kill him, I'll just do it later.
It provides the
But,
tools to build a new kind of society, one built on
Arcade will really like it if I kill Caesar, and that will garner a lot of trust from him, so it gives you a lot of points for the quest line to fucking start it.
People don't know what's best for them. They need guidance. They need order. In this brutal world, those who can't adapt die. It's harsh, yes, but it's the reality. I simply offer a means to adapt.
Now, if you're a real evil bastard, you can just sell Arcade as a slave to Caesar. You want to be a fucking evil bastard and do that. It's pretty funny. The Caesar's little femboy.
In a post-apocalyptic world. Speaking of the world, I've heard tales of your various travels.
Now, sadly, the arena quest here, you cannot do it if you're a female, because they won't let you. Only do it if you're a male courier, sadly. Because Caesar's Legion hates women.
Many folks avoid like the plague. What was your experience like there?
Women are just meant
The
for
big
breeding.
empty, or as some call it, the old world blues. A desolate place, but teeming with the echoes of the past. Scientific marvels, technology.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
With progress
Alright.
led to.
Yeah.
You must enter Caesar's tent.
Okay, I guess I gotta have you wait. Wait here, brother.
What did you discover?
In the big empty, I found remnants of advanced technologies. Remnants of a world that once was. The think tank, a group of pre-war scientists.
Yo, what's up?
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military upgrade. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
How may I serve your legion, mighty Kaiser?
I like the servile attitude. Keep it up. The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
What do I have to do, brother?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 Casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
And once I'm inside?
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Goodbye.
Your goals,
all
your
right.
ideals. It's never easy.
I can only imagine. And how about
Yo,
the Brotherhood now?
Lucius.
It is a great honor for anyone outside the Legion to get an audience with Kaiser.
I noticed that you don't carry a gun.
It's a tradition in the Praetorians to specialize in unarmed combat, because weapons can break or jam when needed most. However, our unarmed techniques favor offense over defense. We can charge the enemy and flatten him with our first strike before he can react.
Alright. Can you teach me the Praetorian unarmed technique?
Of course. This will take some time, and I'm not a forgiving teacher.
Alright. We got it.
Thank you for having
Only one more special move we can learn, and it's from the Great Khans. We almost got all of them.
What a load of Brahmin shit. Can you believe that guy?
I don't think either of us can fully understand what the tribes have gone through. Oh, well, no, I got one. He's a madman. What do you expect? Yeah, he'll probably like that.
Well, yeah. Right. What did I expect? The man's a megalomaniac. He acts like this is some preordained cycle we're returning to. Of all the people who could learn from our past mistakes, he goes and throws all of our knowledge off a cliff. Instead of trying to learn from the past, he recreates it, runs back over the same old barren ground.
Alright, that will probably give us some trust. I could have done the intelligence check, but that's like, we want to like agree with him, because that's going to schmooze over Arcade.
Carrying all the essentials from Wasteland Water to Sunset
Imagine
it.
Oh yeah, we can get a little bit of Legion rep by doing this over here. There's a slave girl here.
Tunes of Mr. New Vegas. Ah, ain't that a slice of heaven?
A free woman. It's been a while since I've seen a woman who wasn't a slave. I forget myself. Are you injured?
About the effectiveness of your healing powders.
What about it? Do you have some advice?
You are using one Brockfire Perxander root, right?
Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder per day.
Alright, you have anything for sale?
For sale? I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some healing powder every day, but you'd have to be a friend of the Legion.
Alright. Later.
Okay.
The stim packs for your spear wounds. Now that I say it, people should.
Alright, let's track.
So sign up with the Happy Trails Caravan Company today. Live a life of adventure, meet fascinating people.
Where is it?
Probably get robbed by them. And if you act now, there's
House always wins. There we go.
Of Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Wasteland's favorite drink, with a surprise star cap and some boxes. Big thanks to the Happy Trails Caravan Company for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the only podcast that dares to broadcast from an undisclosed bunker location in the Mojave Wasteland. What? No, Jamie, I'm not going to tell them where we are. Yes, I know it would be good for ratings, but it'd also be good for getting us blown up. Sheesh, the things you have to put up with. Hey, are we still on air?
Alright. And this is going to be pretty easy. We can hack our way through, like, remember fucking Super Genius.
And currently residing in the Divide.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
And turn off a lot of the security.
To get here.
I can imagine. for our listeners who may not know,
which will make getting through here easier.
And the divide are.
This should be.
But also, when you go in here, it's irradiated. I believe. Oh, I can cook some ramen steaks. Nice.
By the hand of Caesar.
We got some dog steaks we can make as well. And I am going to keep the Brock flour and the Xander root because I can make a. Well, I don't really need it. I cheated in a bunch of fucking stim packs. I'll just make some healing powder.
It was a culture of strength, unity.
Make some cocaine.
But it had its faults. It chose to ignore.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him.
Alright.
Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
Alright. Let me equip my fucking katana again.
The world you know, it's different. But not so different. People cling to structures, systems to give their lives meaning, order. Sometimes they forget themselves in the process.
That's true. There's a lot of people who lose themselves in the systems they're part of. To me, those familiar elements could be work.
Alright, let's talk to Mr. House.
I see you reached your destination safely. Shall we get to work?
Hell yeah, brother. Why'd you send me here?
As you know, the Platinum chip upgrades my Securitron's operating software. Well, there's an army of them here. The Securitrons policing the Strip are a fraction of the total number manufactured. The rest I stored here. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
Alright, I'll upload the data as you ask.
Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes.
Alright,
And often, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat.
Time to beat up this robot.
The old world symbols serve as reminders of the path walked and those yet to be trodden.
So, these symbols from the past, do they guide your decisions today?
Alright, let's go in here. I believe.
They remind me of the roads
I know there's
the mistakes made and the lessons learned.
No, I don't want to go here yet. I know there's some terminals I can use to make things easier.
The divide is a harsh place.
Yeah,
a
here we go.
itself. It serves
The hard one, which we can hack now, because we're an expert at computer hacking. I'm not quite a master yet, but we're close.
Everyone has a history.
It's only a matter of time.
Symbols. It's up to us to decipher them, learn from them. That's the way forward as I see it.
There's a lot of wisdom in that, Ulysses. Acknowledging and learning from the past, while also striving for a better future. It's a balance that we all should strive for. Now let's move on to
Alright, cancel security
I know
alert.
that you used to be close with Caesar,
Alright, I'll attack
who
this
was
one now.
another guest on our show. How would you describe
Some
him?
more XP.
Caesar, he's a man of vision, of strength. He saw the tribes of the wasteland.
Password
and saw
is
potential,
brothers.
a nation. But he's also a man of paradoxes. He carries an old world book, speaks old world words, but condemns the old world. He claims to
Cancel security alert.
But he's a part of it.
And then Sentry Bot
That's a very nuanced
operations.
take. It sounds like there's a lot of
This is null.
complexity
Okay.
here, a lot of contradiction.
The world's a complex place, filled with paradox. The challenge is
Alright. Now the robots should be friendly.
blind to his own contradictions. That's
But
his
we can
fate.
kill them anyways.
So in a sense,
They just
his
won't be
greatest
hostile towards
strength,
us.
His conviction, his vision, could also be seen as his greatest weakness because it blinds him to these paradoxes, to the complex.
Strength, vision, their
And the one reason I wanted to do that is because these turrets are quite deadly.
The day you believe you have nothing left to learn, that's the day you've lost. Whether you're a man, a tribe, a nation.
That's deep, Ulysses. It sounds like you've done a lot of thinking on this. And I think there's a lot of truth.
They give quite a bit of XP, but
No matter how much
they're fucking non-hostile. They're not hostile, so we can just whack them and take full advantage of them.
But you've also been to Utah and the region surrounding New Canaan. What is your experience there, especially with the White Leg?
The Big Empty. It's a place of old ghosts, of forgotten science. Dangerous.
Alright.
Full of lessons. If you're willing to learn, Utah and New Canaan, they're different.
Our leg is crippled.
Even with the scars of the old world.
Alright, let's go heal up our wounds.
The white legs among them.
The white legs, they're a pretty notorious tribe, right?
Yes, notorious is one way to describe them. The white legs.
Alright.
Consumed by
Status.
power for conquest. They tried to earn Caesar's favor by burning
limbs,
destroying something beautiful for the sake of ambition. I taught them, gave them tools, not knowing the ends they'd use them for. It's a mistake
Let
I
me just
carry
stick
with
the
me.
platinum chip in here.
Burden, Ulysses. But it's also a very human thing. We all have actions, decisions that we regret.
Report back to Mr. House.
Experiences and using that knowledge to make better decisions moving forward.
That's the hope, Joe. To learn, to grow. We all walk our own roads, make our own
Alright,
mistakes.
let Mr. House know the good news. They has a robot army right under Caesar's legion's feet. And we'll just fucking surprise Caesar.
I carry the past with me.
We'll just be pissing his pants when they're all the Securitrons show up.
There's a lot we can all learn from that. Thanks for sharing.
The journey here, it was worth it. To share, to learn, that's the way forward for all of us. Thanks for having me, Joe.
Alright, Mr. House, they did it.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
Joe Rogan coming
Alright.
live from the Mojave. We're mixing it up today with a shout out to our main sponsor. The one, the only, the Kings. Located in Freeside, just a hop skip and a jump over a pack of feral ghouls from the New Vegas Strip.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again. You're free to...
Veritable oasis of entertainment and recruitment in this sun-scorched...
Alright, well I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fucking kill Caesar without my fucking weapons.
Well, first off, there's a stage with one singer
damn.
on it if you manage to get past that asshole pacer. If you're lucky enough to get to the stage, you can find the king and
I could just fucking give him a heart attack.
Optionally, you can also
But,
do some favors
or we can just fucking make an assault on the,
to massacre civilians. But let's not forget the king.
the camp here, but
For those of you committed to the
we'd have to do that from Cottonwood Cove.
Swap your diplomatic talks in exchange for
Alright, let's just talk to Caesar and see what he fucking wants, but,
a counterfeit passport.
we won't do, we're gonna stop talking to him after this, and the next time we see him, if I don't get my weapons back, we're gonna fucking kill him.
Party at the Kings. Now, Jamie, where's that psycho we had here earlier? We need to make sure we have enough drugs for the next...
Alright, wait here, Arcade.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today, we have a very special guest joining us all the way from the Mojave Wasteland. His name is Benny, and he is a tribal chairman representing one...
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. Let's press on, shall we?
500 more XP. I'm glad I went and talked to him.
Mr. House out of the picture. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
I'll eliminate Mr. House.
Good. Don't know what kind of security he has inside the Lucky 38, but if you can find a way of catching him off guard, do so.
Do I get all my stuff back? I might be able to stick a grenade in his pants, and no, and all I have is these, which is not going to be good enough. Alright, well we're going to have to make an assault on Caesar's Legion later then.
Caesar's Legion and Mr. House. How do you navigate these political waters?
Well, Joe, you know, politics is a tricky game, especially when you've got a
Lead the way.
chessboard like Vegas. The NCR, they're a bunch of square cats.
What's up?
He has nothing new to say. Bye.
As for Mr.
Alright, let's use some Radway.
Computer, but he's colder than a Mojave night. My philosophy, I play my
Oh, I don't have my stuff with me. Okay. Well, let's go back to Red Rock Canyon. We'll track the correct quest.
Politics is just the high-stakes game that happens between the
Red Rock Drug Lab.
Benny, that's a perspective.
Where the
you
magic
don't hear.
happens.
This balance you're striking, it seems pretty tough. Does it ever worry you?
Alright, let me
Benny?
re-equip my. Oh, we'll use the chainsaw for a while.
You're either fooling yourself or you're a fool.
Huh?
But worry, that's just another word for being prepared. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your peace at your side, and your hand on the chip.
Yo, Diane.
You'll always be ready to roll with whatever comes your way. But hey,
Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what, I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
I'll take the recipe.
Here you go. Enjoy it. With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us in out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment.
Ah, sure, I'll do it.
Great. Here's the package. Your contact is Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done.
All right.
Kind of monster movie come to life. Now, you're a man of style.
Let me see if there's any more recipes I can teach him.
How do you manage to stay so well dressed in a world like this?
How's my most favoritist?
I'm doing pretty good. Nope. Still don't. I need more survival. I guess Hydra's the last one. Alright, well, the only way to get that XP is by doing stuff.
you gotta dress like you're the biggest player at the table, even when the chips are down. Especially when the chips are down.
Radway.
It's a cool way of looking at things. So Benny, have you ever
There we
thought
go.
about what's next? Any plans beyond running the tops?
Let's go to the Crimson Caravan, and there's probably going to be some quests we can do there.
The world keeps spinning, even when it seems like it's stuck in the mud.
Ooh, the East Gate.
She's a dame with a lot of potential, and I aim to see her shine. Who knows, baby? Maybe one day there'll be more tops lighting up the waste, bringing a bit of that old world charm to every cat and doll out there. But for now, I'm just riding the wave and enjoying the view from the top.
Now, Benny, I've heard rumors of these unique
tracking the
individuals
rank
in the
quest,
Mojave.
yeah.
People like,
Yeah, the Crimson
Mysterious
Caravan.
Stranger or the Burn
There's
Man.
probably going to be work
Side
there
note,
for us.
We've actually talked about the Burn Man with Caesar.
It'll be good.
And man, was he apprehensive about it. Anyways, do you believe in these legends, or do you think they're just wasteland tales?
Well, Joe, I ain't one to discount a good yarn. The wasteland's a strange place, full of oddballs and mysteries. The Burn Man, that's a tale that'll give you the heebie-jeebies. Ain't no denying it. As for the mysterious stranger, I've heard stories. A shadowy figure that pops up out of nowhere, just in the nick of time. I can't say I've seen it with my own peepers, but in a world where folks rise from the grave, who am I to say what's
Alright,
real and what's
looks
not?
like the guy is in here.
It's a wild world you're living in. I've heard of these creatures too, called cazadores,
Yo.
night stalkers. You ever
Dawn.
run into these?
The war's ratcheting up.
Wake
I
up.
hear the NCR is pretty...
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. How can I help you today?
Hi, I got a package for you from your friends, Jack and Diane.
Huh? Oh, right, yeah. I'll take that. You should go now, before you draw any attention.
Yeah.
Being in elite troops.
Well, don't worry, I'll be quiet.
Before
I'm a
we wrap up,
professional.
Benny, I'd like to circle back to something we touched on earlier. The political situation in New Vegas.
Let's go back to
with
Red
the
Rock
NCR,
Canyon.
Caesar's Legion, and Mr. House, all vying for power. If you had to place a bet, who do you think will come out on top?
Joey, you know the house
Hi, Dan.
doesn't have to reveal its hand. But seeing as you asked,
Hey, seems like you've been making a lot of friends around here.
Alright. Finish the Crimson Caravan run.
Great. Here's your payment.
What do you do here?
We keep the Great Khans from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the cans. I organize the runners and the shipments.
Alright. Good to know. I have some other questions. Now that Anders is back, how about that work?
Yeah, you did good finding it. Okay, if you want a little work, I think I can find you something.
Alright, sure. What have you got?
You up for something challenging? I've got a ship of Jet and Psycho that needs to be delivered to Motor Runner at Vault 3.
Alright, piece of cake.
Don't get cocky. The fiends are twitchy. Most of them won't bother a con, but the ones outside the vault, well, they're outside for a reason. Here's the package. Good luck. Your payment will be waiting when you get back.
Alright. Have you started making meds yet?
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
Alright.
Welcome back, folks. It's time for a quick intermission.
Okay.
Tell you about one of my favorite places to stay.
I'm not quite idolized by the Great Khans yet. Alright, but now we gotta go make this drug delivery to the Great Khan boss, Motor Runner. And we'll kill him later for the NCR. It's better they're not around, but that will dry up business for the Great Khans. But we don't want to dry up the business for him yet.
Their commitment to customer service. The staff is always friendly and helpful, whether you're a seasoned gambler, a first-timer, just looking to try your luck.
Chainsaw, man. Be like the fucking Zodiac Killer. Be like the senator in Texas.
Delicious restaurants and even a world-class spa for when you need to unwind after a long night at the tables. So if you're planning a trip to Sin City anytime soon, do yourself a favor.
Alright, well now we gotta run off to Vault 3. And we'll be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone though, because we need parts from there for another quest with the Brotherhood of Steel when we want to become join them. So
and a survivor in the harsh world of the
you gotta go do that. We'll also have to go to Vault 22, and I believe another vault as well, in order to get the 3 parts, which is it's a pretty annoying thing to do, but you gotta do it. So.
Can you tell us more about it?
Yes. The Second Battle of Hoover Dam will be a defining moment in the history of the Mojave Wasteland. It will determine the fate of our great nation and decide who will...
Now, I would be able to do stuff with the Brotherhood of Steel sooner if I had my lockpicking maxed out, or if I just did Veronica's quest. Or if I just had Veronica with me when I go in their bunker, I believe. I don't think I necessarily need to do her quest or all of it. Just have her in your party, you're able to get in there, but I'd rather not do that because seeing the Brotherhood without her is more interesting.
What will happen to them after the battle?
The people of the Mojave will become part of the Legion. They will be assimilated into our culture.
Alright, and hopefully we come across some of the Fiend bosses, like Driver Neffy and stuff, because if we kill them, we can get their head and turn those in later for bounties with the NCR. Not part of New Vegas bounties, this is just part of the vanilla game. See, Randall wants their finger, the NCR wants these guys as motherfucking heads.
As the Burned Man, can you tell us more about him?
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
Come on, Caesar. I've heard stories about the Burned Man being your top general and a key player in your Legion's victories. Is there any truth to these rumors?
The Burned Man is a figure of legend, a myth that my soldiers tell each other to inspire them. But he is not a real person. There is no such thing as the Burned Man.
Okay, I see, but if he did exist, what would make him such a formidable warrior?
If the Burned Man were real, he would be a man of great strength and courage, a warrior without fear or remorse. He would have been burned alive, a punishment for his failures, but he survived and rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever before.
That's quite a story. Do you think the Burned Man will play a role in the Second Battle of Hoover Dam?
I cannot say for certain. The Burned Man...
Alright, I'm gonna need to re-favorite my stim packs. I just noticed those aren't favorited anymore.
I understand. Well, whether the Burned Man is
real
or not, your Legion seems to be a force to be reckoned with. What do you see as the future of the Mojave Wasteland under your rule?
The future is bright, Joe. With the NCR defeated, we will bring order and stability to the region. We will create a new civilization based on the principles of strength, discipline, and honor. And who knows, perhaps one day, the Burned Man will be a part of that future as well.
That's an ambitious vision, Caesar. And speaking of your Legion, I wanted to ask you about your legate, Lanius. He's been described as a brutal...
Let's listen to Joe Rogan while we make our way to Vault 3.
What do you think of him?
Lanius is a force to be reckoned with, Joe. He is a symbol of the Legion's strength and power. He has led my armies to victory on many occasions, and he has instilled fear into our enemies. Lanius is a true warrior, one who embodies the virtues of our Legion.
I can see why he's so respected among your soldiers. But what about his reputation for being merciless
radiation
and
here.
bloodthirsty?
Bunch
Do you
of
think that's a fair
nuclear waste.
Lanius is a warrior, Joe. He fights for the Legion, and he will do whatever it takes to achieve victory. He is not interested in mercy or kindness, but he is not mindless or cruel either. He understands the importance of discipline and strategy. Lanius is a valuable asset to the Legion, and I
Alright.
trust him to lead our forces.
This is the safe zone, I believe. No, it's in the vault, I believe, will be the safe zone.
Figure in your legion's hierarchy.
Alright, man, let's fucking tear him up.
Overseeing the strategy.
And he gained karma for killing fiends as well.
The second battle of
What do you think about Mr. House and what he's done so far? I have
Alright.
that one courier
And here's
who
the
was shot
vault.
in Good Springs had something to do with it.
Man, I like this chainsaw. This chainsaw is fun to use. Alright, in order to get into the vault, we just have to... You can't open up the door here, but you can use these. Now we're inside.
What the fuck are you doing here? You got some kind of fucking death wish, asshole?
I'm carrying Jet and Psycho and other favors. Yeah, wow, I actually needed the speech in order for them to let me in. Even I'm doing the job for the cons. Carrying Jet, Psycho, and other favors, and I don't deliver to the help.
If you're fucking carrying, just fucking say so. Yeah, deliver to the boss. Business as usual. Motor runners down in the maintenance wing. Straight through the door behind me, down the hall, down the stairs to the right.
Alright.
We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at her.
Yeah, don't shoot. I'm good.
Where are we gonna get our shit from now?
Quite a pitch,
Cons are all
Caesar.
buddy-buddy with the NCR.
But I can see that you believe in
Go
your
talk to
cause.
Motor Runner.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. You've spoken a lot about your own legion and Mr. House, but what do you think about the new California Republic and their president, Kimball?
The NCR is a corrupt and bloated bureaucracy, Joe. They claim to stand for democracy and freedom, but in reality they are just a collection of greedy politicians and self-serving bureaucrats.
Go this way.
Kimball is a weak leader who is unable to control his own government,
Damn, I
let
need a
alone the
fix.
Mojave. The NCR has no vision, no discipline, and no strength. They are a crumbling empire, and their defeat...
Alright, Motor Runner.
I wasn't expecting a resupply so soon. Does he have anything from Red Rock Canyon to sell me?
Hell yeah, brother. Can you can you tell me what happened to the residents here?
I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vault are all dead. We killed them. Funny thing is, they just let us in. We didn't have to force the doors or anything.
Alright. Let's talk about something else.
I'm not here to...
I got a package here for you from your friends, Jack and Diane.
About goddamn time. Tell the cons they can't keep a steady supply. We'll find someone who can.
Tension.
Alright.
And animosity
But
between your
I
two
believe
factions.
the
Who
vault
has the
parts
upper
are
hand in the
somewhere
conflict
here. I
right
gotta
now?
search for
The
them.
Legion or the NCR?
The Legion, of course. We are a disciplined,
Where are they?
well-trained army, and we have already won many battles against the
Turn on our
NCR.
flashlight so we
They
can
are
fucking see.
disorganized and poorly led.
Oh, I believe it's here.
Soldiers lack the courage.
Reverse pulse cleaner. I need to grab that for later.
The second battle of Hoover Dam will be a turning point.
Alright, let's go back to Red Rock Canyon. Hopefully they'll teach us the fucking Great Con style now.
Well, it sounds like you're confident in your
Open up our
abilities.
own fucking
I
dojo.
wish you luck in the upcoming battle. Thanks again for joining me today.
Thank you, Joe.
God damn, I need to fix it.
All right, folks, it's time for another quick break, and this time I want to talk to you about a company that's been a mainstay in the Mojave Wasteland for years. I'm talking about the Crimson Caravan, the premier trading
I'm gonna
company
see if my blood sugar's gone down at all.
Now, you might be thinking,
Yep, it
"Joe,
has.
why
I'm
are
glad
you
I
talking
didn't
about a
fucking
caravan
take more insulin.
What's so
It would have been
special
bad.
about that? Well, let me tell you, folks. The Crimson Caravan is more than just a group of traders.
Can I fast
They're a
travel
network
from
of
here? You
skilled
think I would be
workers
able
who are
to.
dedicated to bringing goods and supplies
Yep,
to
I can.
every
Good.
corner of the Mojave. Whether you're a traveler in need of supplies, a settlement in need of provisions, or a
Seems like
business owner
everybody
looking
with
to
a stake in the
expand your
Mojave is gearing
inventory,
up for something
the
big.
Crimson Caravan has you covered.
Alright, Diane. I got good news for you.
Weapons, armor,
Did you make that delivery yet?
Hell yeah.
And you didn't even get skinned alive. I'm impressed. Here's your payment.
Alright. New unarmed technique. Con trick. You've learned the con trick special move. Use this technique, initiate a power attack while moving left or right. You will scoop up a handful of dirt and throw it in the enemy's face, momentarily distracting them. There we go. Any new jobs for me?
Not right at the moment, but you could talk to Jack. He's always looking for new recipes.
Alright, well I don't really need to give him the last recipe now, because one, we're fucking, well no, we're not idolized yet, but, well we could probably teach him it later. But I'm gonna focus on science again.
With fascinating guests from all walks of life.
Alright.
Today we have
What do
a
I
very
want to do
special
now?
guest joining us from the Mojave Wasteland. He is the leader of New Vegas and a powerful figure in the post-apocalyptic world. Please welcome.
I want to go to Mick and Ralph's because I would like to see if they have C4. Because if I can get the C4, I'd probably need a good sneak skill as well. But if I can just plant the C4 in Caesar's butthole and then detonate it, that will be probably the easiest way to deal with him. It will be none the wiser. So let's check Mick and Ralph's to see if they got any fucking goods.
From there, I've been able to monitor the world and make strategic moves to protect and advance my
You think Mick and Ralph's will have C4? They have a lot of good stuff
the leader of New Vegas,
for sale.
a city that has managed to thrive in the midst of all this chaos. How have you been able to achieve that?
Oh yeah, we need to go back to the Garrett twins to let them know that the followers were okay with them supplying them or whatever. Shit, the other twin is in here.
So let's get started. One of the most fascinating things about your story, Mr. House, is how you managed to live for over 200 years.
He's still not here.
Can you tell us more
Wait
about
a
the
few more hours.
technology that allowed you to survive?
Of course, Joe. As
There
I
he
mentioned
is.
earlier,
I hear the Legion is camping out.
I spoke with Julie Farkas. She says the followers will accept your offer.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Alright. Goodbye.
System. That's amazing. And what about your physical body? Did you undergo any procedures or enhancements to prolong your lifespan?
yes, Joe. I realized earlier.
Alrighty,
would not last forever. So
alright, let's go to Mick and Ralph's to see if we can get supplies for fucking whacking Caesar.
I developed a sophisticated technology that allowed me to upload my mind into a network of computers.
That's incredible. It's amazing how technology has allowed you to overcome the limitations.
I'm probably gonna need to level up my sneak as well, so it's probably gonna.
I can only imagine
We probably won't be able to do this right away.
technology could have for humanity.
I need to find where Mick and Ralph's is. I think it might be this way, maybe.
Advancements is limitless, and as long as I'm alive, I will continue to
Getting the C4 ahead of time will be good.
science and technology.
Let's talk more about your work in New Vegas, Mr. House. The city has become a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Can you tell us more about what you did to save the city and establish stability?
Certainly, Joe. When I regained consciousness long after
I think
the
Mick and
bombs
Ralph's
fell,
is somewhere
I saw an
over here.
opportunity to rebuild and create a new society. I knew that the Hoover Dam was a crucial source
I know
of
Mick
power
and
and
Ralph's
water,
is in like a
so I
weird
made it my
area.
mission to secure the dam and
Here
establish
it
a
is.
city around it, but the NCR got to it first.
And how did you manage to establish order and stability in the city?
Well, Joe, I knew that a successful society needed a strong foundation
we are.
of law and order. I created the Securitron robots, which were designed to enforce my laws and protect the citizens.
Alright,
of
let's
Vegas.
find the
I
traders.
also established the 4 families.
Yo, Ralph.
If you're looking for guns, talk to me.
Show me what you got in stock.
Taking.
What do you got? Ramen Wellington. Ooh. He just has food. I'm gonna take that Xander route though. And Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Thanks.
I've had to navigate relationships, especially with the
Where's the
NCR,
guy that sells
and make
guns?
tough decisions to maintain the stability of the city. But overall,
Where are you?
I'm proud of what
I
I've
hear you.
accomplished.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns for general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph.
Alright. How's business? Do you have any special items for sale?
Why? Do you work for one of the casinos?
No.
In that case, yes I do. Follow me.
Hell yeah, brother.
What are your thoughts on the
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
Alright.
They've managed to establish
Yeah, C4.
and maintain a level of stability in their territories. However, I disagree with their
And
approach
then,
to governance and their reliance on outdated political.
Oh, there's a lot of good stuff.
Can you elaborate
He has a
on that?
katana as well.
Of course, the NCR is a democratic republic, which means that they
Now I need a detonator.
people to make decisions. This can
In order to use that C4, which he does not have.
I believe that a strong,
It's
visionary
frustrating.
leader like myself is better equipped to make the tough decisions necessary
Well,
for the survival
that's annoying.
and advancement of our society.
That's a bold claim, Mr. House. Do you think that your approach is
I might
better
add
suited to
a
challenges
detonator to my inventory if I can't fucking find one somewhere else. But I got the C4, so that's so good.
Make tough decisions quickly and efficiently. The NCR's democratic
Alright, let's go talk to Mr. House.
challenges we face. That's why I believe that New Vegas is the best hope for the future of humanity.
Where is it? Strip.
So I'm afraid we may have to cut it short.
That's okay. It's certainly a controversial viewpoint, Mr. House. I'm sure there are those who disagree with you. But there's no denying that your vision and your leadership have brought about significant changes to the Mojave Wasteland. Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
Alright. Let's talk to Mr. House. Get another job from him. Oh yeah, we could do that thing for that follower over there. That might get us to Exalted. Or Idolize. Exalted is World of Warcraft. That's what the max thing for rep is there.
And this one is really special because it's a product that's exclusive to Mojave Wasteland. I'm talking about
I
wasteland
think I can
water,
bug
purest
the
and most
thing
refreshing
over
water you can
here.
find out here in the desert.
I need to get up
Now, I know
here
what you're
somehow. I
thinking.
think I went the
Joe,
wrong
how can
way.
water be special? It's just water. But let me tell you, folks, out here in the wasteland, finding clean and safe drinking water can be a real challenge. That's where wasteland water comes in. They use state-of-the-art filtration technology to purify every drop of water they collect, so you can be sure that you're drinking something that's not going to make you sick. And let me tell
It's
you,
locked
folks,
hard, but
this
can bug
water
it.
tastes amazing. It's
There we
crisp
go.
and refreshing, and it'll quench
50
your thirst
XP.
like nothing else.
Can go talk
if
to the
you're
person
traveling through
outside.
the Mojave and you need something to drink, look for the Wasteland Water logo. You won't regret it. And the best part is, they're
Let's go
offering a
back
special
outside
discount
real quick.
code just for my listeners. Use the code JODO281 at checkout for 10% off your first purchase. That's JODO2281 at checkout for 10%.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
I did it.
It looks like we've started getting reports from the
500
tower's network.
XP, hell yeah.
I'm sure the others will be able to make some sense of this. Oh, what the hell? The bug went offline. Damn it! I swear to God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks like this was all for nothing. But you did your best. I appreciate the help.
Pleasure to be here.
Alright, idolize with the followers of the apocalypse.
Joshua,
Hell
you
yeah.
have a fascinating story.
And
You will
I
never
will,
see an
I'll level
army
up
that's known for
Sneak.
its brutality. But then something happened.
Hopefully
and
we'll be
you
able to
left
smuggle the
region and
NCR,
became
the,
sort of a hero among the people of New Canaan.
the
Can you tell
C4
us
now.
about that?
I was a high-ranking member of the Legion.
Didn't get
After my
anything
failed
new
attack
for,
on Beaver Dam, I was burned alive.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get Purifier, because that will make me do more damage to things like Death Claws and mutants and stuff.
They helped me find a new
50% more damage with melee and unarmed.
That's amazing, yet sad. You were the Malpai's legate, a respected leader, and then became yet another respected man in New Canaan. What's it like to be a
Alright, let's
leader
go
in
talk
such a
to
dangerous world?
Mr. House.
How's New Canaan doing?
It's a heavy burden.
First, let's go to the cocktail
But it's
lounge.
also an honor to be able to help
Though.
people and make a difference. I try to lead by
And,
example to show people that there's always hope, even in
is
the darkest of
a
times.
thing somewhere here. And what? There's a snow globe. I'm tall enough to reach it.
That's unfortunate, but you deliver a great message, Joshua. And speaking of the White Wings, what do you think of Caesar?
I have nothing.
Where's the snow globe? I know it's here somewhere.
He's a bastard who preaches about strength and honor, but in reality, he's a cruel and manipulative dictator who cares only for his own power.
See the snow globe.
For countless atrocities, and he's brought nothing but pain and suffering to the people of the Mojave. Not only that, but he
I think I'm just going in circles.
Slave boys.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
Those are some strong words.
And we got the snow globe.
Face to face?
Yes, I have. And let me tell you, he's not the impressive figure that he makes himself out to be. He's a
Let's go to the penthouse.
twisted sense of morality.
Yo.
Ooh, suddenly I feel all tingly, and I find I've got a rocket launcher.
All right. What's with the snow globe collection?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Alright, well I got some snow globes for you.
You do? Why, that's
Got
just
two of them.
wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
Alright, goodbye.
Figures in the Legion. Legate
It's
Lanius.
4,000
What can you
caps.
tell us about
Easy.
Ah, yes. Legate Lanius. He's a brutal warrior who's feared and respected
Yo.
by many.
The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the Strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam.
Alright, well what's the next step?
Outside New Vegas, at what was once called Nellis Air Force Base, resides an unusual tribe known as the Boomers. They are, shall we say, aggressively reclusive. They have several howitzers they fire at anyone who dares approach the base. Artillery of this sort has a range of several miles. If it's going to fire on Hoover Dam, I want it firing at my targets. If not, then I want to make sure that the Boomers don't sign similar treaties to fire their guns in support of the NCR or Caesar's Legion.
Well, make sure they support the right side. You have to worry your little head about it.
Use extreme caution when approaching the base. Their firepower is considerable. Recently, one of my roaming Securitrons observed a man near the base studying the pattern of its artillery fire. Maybe he's learned something.
Alright. We'll do this later. I'd rather level up my skills to make the dealing with the Boomers a bit easier. Let's go to the casino.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
Ha 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 ha. No, Joe, I haven't.
Follow me.
As a former member
Lead
of
the way.
Caesar's Legion, drug use was strictly forbidden. Plus, I've always been more focused on achieving a higher state of consciousness through spiritual and meditative practice.
I hear you.
Right.
You know, some people claim that psychedelic
What do I want to do now?
experiences can
Kinda
lead to
stuck.
profound spiritual insights.
Well, we got all the kung fu.
And I'm certainly not here to judge anyone's experiences. But for me personally, I prefer to rely on my own inner resources to achieve a higher state of consciousness.
That's totally understandable.
Let's go get the
And it's
cap
great
from
that you have found
Santiago.
a path that works for you.
We'll do
Thanks
that
for
right
sharing
now.
your perspective, Joshua.
You're welcome, Joe. It's been a pleasure.
Attention all citizens of the New California Republic. Are you looking for a way to make a real difference in the world? To protect your home?
Alright, I think we'll get
and your
this
way of
debt,
life?
and
The
then,
NCR military is looking for you.
I think I'm
As
gonna
a
take a
member of
break.
the NCR
I'm gonna
military,
probably try and
you'll be
find
part of the
Chance's
most
knife as
powerful
well.
and respected military force in
And
the
look up where
wasteland.
that is, and
You'll
then,
receive the best training, equipment, and support
We'll
to
call it
ensure
quits
that
there.
you're always at the top of your game.
We'll do
But being part of
the full
NCR military is
thing
more
with
than just a job.
the
It's a
debts
call.
though. We gotta
It's a
talk to
chance to make a real
Santiago, and then
to stand up
there's
for what's
another
right
thing we
and
gotta do.
just
So
in
we
the
won't
fight
be
for a brighter
ending the
future.
stream right
So,
yet.
if you're ready to step up and be part of something bigger than
Probably
yourself,
about 30 minutes
if you're
left.
ready to serve your country with honor and distinction, then the NCR military is looking for you. Enlist today and be part of the legacy of heroes who have defended the NCR for generations. Remember, the NCR military, defending our way of life, no matter the cost. A huge thanks to
We've
the
got
wonderful
stuff we're not
folks
even
at
allowed
the
to sell,
NCR
people.
Propaganda,
Only at Nick and
Recruitment
Ralph's.
Office, for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the New California Republic's #1 podcast.
Actually, we can do the one with the escorts as well. Actually, now that I think about it.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Hell yeah.
Brad Scorpion Venom has
2
got me
stim packs.
hallucinating again. Jamie, help. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have a very special guest, General Lee Oliver, Military General of the New California Republic. General, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Joe. It's an honor to be here.
So,
And while we're getting the
Can
debt
you
from
tell us a little
Santiago, we
bit
can
about the
also
New
recruit him as a
California
prostitute.
And your role in it.
The New California Republic is a
Be a
democratic
boy toy
federation that was
for
formed
hire.
from the ruins of the old world. Our goal and my quest are to restore order and rebuild civilization in the wasteland. I believe myself to be the effective leader of NCR military operations.
Yo.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous.
Alright, you owe the Garretts a bunch of fucking caps. You better hand them over.
Santiago does not owe anyone. Santiago is a free side VIP.
Santiago was dead if he doesn't cough up what he owes the Garretts.
Sir, Santiago does not know what he has done to offend, but he can explain everything.
I'd rather not kill you, but Francine put a bounty on your head.
I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the caps I owe. I do the Santiago Act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed.
Well, also, speaking of the Santiago Act, James Garrett is looking for a suave escort. Interested in some work?
I'm honored they would consider me. I'll start immediately.
Hell yeah, brother. Your bussy is gonna see a lot of traffic, and so is probably your mouth.
I'm sure I'll hear about you again soon.
Hell yeah, brother.
We can create a thriving civilization
Alright.
in the wasteland.
Well,
Of course,
let's
there
go
will
get
always
the
be
sex bot
challenges,
now.
but I'm confident that we can overcome them and create a better future for everyone.
General
And I know where the sex bot is. We'll test it out as well.
Sure, Camp Searchlight.
Fisto is the best prostitute. If ever there was one.
It's now overrun with feral ghouls and other dangerous creatures.
That's not where I
That sounds pretty intense. Have you
I'm
ever
not a
been
fucking
there?
retard. I'm not gonna go in the fucking
I will tell you
alleyway.
that it's not a place for the faint of heart.
Well, that's exactly why I may be interested in checking it out. Do you think it would be possible for me to accompany
We got all the
NCR
debts,
soldiers on a mission to Camp Searchlight?
which is
I'm
good.
afraid I can't authorize that, Joe. Camp Searchlight is too dangerous for civilians to be wandering around. It's strictly off limits to non-military personnel.
I understand your concerns, General, but I think it would be a great opportunity for me to see firsthand the dangers that the NCR faces in the Mojave Wasteland. Can I at least hear your explanation of what happened?
Okay, here goes. The short and simple story is that Legion spies
It can be
infiltrated
bought.
the base.
It can be
To
found
take
at
us
Nick and
out, They
Ralph's.
scouted spent nuclear rods, eventually releasing them, effectively destroying our base.
That's an interesting story. I'm still planning on a possible future investigation, but we'll see in the future. Another question, if you may. Now, the second battle of Hoover Dam may be something that could happen in the future, just between you and me, but what is the general idea of your plans for defense?
The general plan is to fortify the dam with
Alright,
artillery
and
troops
the
establish a
robot
perimeter around
for
it. We have a
Fisto is
significant
just around the
military
corner
presence in the
here.
area, and we'll be
You just
ready
gotta
to
go all the
attack.
way down here, and he's in
Then
a
I will launch a completely
warehouse.
unexpected attack, which has no chances of failing.
All the way
Leading
around
troops
here.
To a full-on assault towards the dam. I don't see what could go wrong.
That doesn't seem like the most airtight plan. What if the Legion launches counterattacks? Also, what kind of attacks do you anticipate?
While Legion counterattacks and flanks may be possible, our intel is excellent and completely flawless.
Alright,
that we can
it's
turn
not
the
over there.
other tricks up
Still
their
gotta go
sleeves.
around.
We anticipate a frontal attack from the Legion. Their new attempt to take the dam will be in vain.
That sounds like a serious threat. Do you think the NCR can handle it?
Absolutely. We have the best trained troops in the wasteland, and we have the resources and firepower to defend the dam. We're confident that we can repel any attack and protect the citizens of the NCR.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like the
Alrighty.
NCR is in good hands, at least in your own words, with you as its military leader. I'm still kind of worried, though. You didn't hear it from me, though. General Oliver, I've heard about your rival, Legate Lanius, who leads the Legion's military forces. Can you tell us
Gotta
more
go
about
in
him
here,
what
and
makes him
because
such
we're
a
an expert
formidable
hacker,
opponent?
we can program Fisto for what we need. Don't have to go to Mick and Ralph. Normally, if you don't have the science and the know-how, you gotta get Mick and Ralph to do it for you.
What do you think are the weaknesses of his tactics?
Lanius' strength lies in his ability to inspire his troops to fight fiercely, even in the face of overwhelming odds. He's also
Put in the
a master of
password.
strategy and tactics, able to anticipate his enemies'
Which is
moves
batteries.
and maneuver them. However, his weakness is that he's often too focused on conquest and domination, and doesn't always consider the long-term consequences of his actions. At least that's what I think.
That's interesting. Have you ever
Upload
faced
programming
any battle?
routine.
No, I haven't yet. But I'm confident
Program
that he
sex
isn't
bot
as tough and
routine.
scary as he sounds. After all, I am the Chad and he is the Soy Jack. I have faith in my troops and our strategy, and I believe we can defeat him if necessary.
Hey, Fisto.
That's an
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
That's a mouthful. Let's shorten that to Fisto.
Yes, ma'am. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
Hell yeah, brother.
Servos active.
Are you tired of living in
Operation complete. Thank you for your business.
Alright. That's all you've got, robot?
I will require a hardware and software upgrade to offer enhanced services.
Alright. We'll report to the Atomic Wrangler. James Garrett is your new owner.
Yes, ma'am.
threatened to destroy it using the latest in military
Alright,
hardware,
let's go back to the
cutting-edge
Garretts.
technology. But we're more than just a military organization. We're a family.
There's
We
some
value
more rats here.
loyalty, honor, and a commitment to the greater good, and we welcome anyone who shares those values to
Probably,
join our ranks. Whether
bottle
you're
cap.
an illegal fighter,
Can I pick it up?
someone who wants to make a difference, there's a place for you in the Brotherhood of Steel. So, if you're ready to fight for a better future,
I
and
can't
protect
tell.
the wasteland from
I might
those
have
who
picked
would
up a
destroy
star
it,
bottle cap.
Come join the Brotherhood of Steel. Remember the Brotherhood of Steel?
And
For
there's
safe-
a wacky wasteland
here, ladies. Another
thing here.
unsuspecting pots.
Bunch of old ladies trying to jump us. The old lady gang. But we fucking tore them to shreds with their chainsaw.
The Brotherhood of Steel is just so fucking cool. I'm not even fully talking about their power armor, which
Alright.
don't get me wrong, is so dope. But even
Just
the way
gotta
they
go
carry
back to the
themselves
Garrett
and act like
twins.
they're Knights of the Round Table.
We got
is so
everything
sick.
they need.
About them is just so dope. And I know I'm going to catch some heat from Karen at the NCR's propaganda, public relations office, for saying all of this. I just can't resist. The viewers and listeners watch and listen to my show because I say it like it is. No bullshit, just pure, unaltered opinion. And some of you may not like what I
Alright,
have
we
to say,
can
and
get
that's
through
fine.
here a bit
Hell, some of
faster
you
if we
may
go
even
through
have had
here.
friends or family
I think
who
this will
served
take
or maybe
us,
even died during the NCR and Brotherhood of Steel War. But the Brotherhood is
Actually, this isn't it. This is where the NCR was. Okay.
Everything
They're not
from
there
their
anymore.
power armor to their laser and
We had a
plasma
wrong
weaponry,
turn.
The way that they treat themselves like Knights of the Round Table, the technology that they amass, it's all very cool. And you know what? I've got a small batch of some special vault-grown wild wasteland kush on me right now that I'm going to spark up in honor of the Brotherhood of Steel. Cheers, everyone, and thank you to the Brotherhood of Steel for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. And a quick message to NCR PR. When I'm on air, you don't get to blow up my Pip-Boy or Jamie's Pip-Boy with messages like, "What are you doing? Stop this right now." And if you don't cut your broadcast, we'll shut you down. And my favorite of all of the messages you guys sent, we're sending an NCR tactical unit to shut down your podcast right now. You had your chance. Hope you enjoyed your 15 minutes of fame with the NCR. Like, I'd like to see you come down here and try to shut us down. This is the Joe Rogan Experience, the new California Republic's #1 podcast. And we ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. So walk that tactical squad back to headquarters. Before me, Jamie, Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, and Ari Shafir start loading up our modified laser assault energy rifles. Me and the JRE crew don't play games. Karen.
Alrighty. Time to let the Garretts know the good news.
Folks. Today we've got a special guest.
That we got their workers,
a self-proclaimed scientist,
and we got their debts.
Welcome back, friend. What can I get you?
I found a sex bot you're looking for. Sex bot, yeah.
You did? Ha, damn! Been looking for one of those for years. For my customers. I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
First, I'd like to discuss payment. This wasn't a cakewalk.
Hey, I'm amazed you even found the thing in the first place. Here is double for your trouble. Those freaky fetishists ought to be satisfied now.
Alright, Fisto was already programmed to respond to all your commands.
It is? It will? My god, imagine the possibilities.
Hell yeah.
It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
Yeah. You want a smooth talker for an escort? I found one.
And who would that be?
Santiago's your man.
That honey-mouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least let to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer. Looks like that gives us a full roster of new ass to sell. Good work. Enjoy the bonus.
Hell yeah. Goodbye.
Yep.
Trying to accomplish.
That quest is done.
People are getting nervous about the Legion amassing on the other side of the river. I hope the NCR can hold against another attack.
I think I have all the debts collected.
I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
Alright. I'll see if I see McCaffrey on the strip. His ass is grass.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill.
Alright. Goodbye.
Talk to
Well, Joe, there are a lot of theories about why the aliens might be interested in cows.
Alright, let's go kill McCaffrey and
While others think it's because cows are
then we'll get back to the Garrett twins and then we'll end for today.
We need to be prepared.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. No, Bark. Let me ask you something. You think there might be some sort of practical explanation for the cow deaths, raiders, super mutants, or something like that?
Well, Joe, it's possible, but I think there's more to it than just that. We've had raiders and super mutants around here for years, and they've never targeted cows like this before. And besides, the cattle are being killed in strange ways.
I believe McCaffrey is right outside the Gomorrah
so
casino.
It's more likely that the commies or aliens are involved?
Absolutely, Joe. It's just another piece of the puzzle. The commies and the aliens are always up to something, and we need to be vigilant if we want to protect ourselves and our communities.
I hear you, man. It's definitely something to keep in mind. All right, let's move on.
We'll fucking
Before the
rip
show,
them to
you talked
shreds
me
with our chainsaw.
about the NCR conspiracy. What's that all about?
The NCR is a shady organization that's gaining power in the wasteland. They claim to be working towards a better future for all, but in reality, they're just...
Man, imagine a fucking nun running towards you with a fucking chainsaw, like just screaming at the top of their lungs. I would be fucking terrified.
Well, Joe,
Alright.
I've been doing some digging.
What's up, dude?
Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke.
I'm here to collect McCaffrey. No one crosses the Garrett twins.
I'd rather not waste the ammo, kid. But if you insist, draw.
You think this is a gunfight? This is a chainsaw fight. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the Garretts.
And they'll stop at nothing to achieve that goal. They're using propaganda, censorship, and other dirty
Get some more XP. Hopefully we level up.
That's definitely something to think about. Now, I want to hear more about your thoughts on the Brotherhood of Steel. What are they doing? Why have they been so quiet?
Well, Joe, the Brotherhood of Steel is a enigmatic faction that's been operating in the wasteland for a long time now. They're known for their advanced technology and their strict code of ethics, but lately they've been keeping to themselves and staying out of the public eye.
That's definitely unusual. Why do you think that is?
Well, Joe, there are a lot of theories out there. Some say that the Brotherhood is gearing up for a major conflict, and they don't want to reveal their plans too soon. Others think that they're involved in some kind of secret research or experimentation, and they don't want anyone else to know about it.
Interesting. So what do you think the Brotherhood is up to?
It's hard to say.
Alright, we're gonna turn this in. But yeah, we fucking made it to 100 subs today, which is fucking awesome. And I set the goal in April this year, and we did it rather quickly. Because I got the 50 subs around April this year. We already gained another 50. We're at 100 subscribers. It's fucking great. But I'm gonna just turn this in and call it for the day.
Welcome to the
We'll
Atomic
probably
Wrangler.
play Fallout
What
New
can I
Vegas
get you?
again tomorrow. Or actually, no. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll probably take the day off. I was gonna play Final Fantasy 14 with a buddy. And I also gotta go to church, so I might do something on fucking Sunday though, who knows. Or I might take Sunday off as well. Alright, I took care of McCaffrey.
Yes. Where's his hat?
It's right here.
This is great news. No one screws with the Garrett twins and gets away with it. I need to find a place on the wall for this. And for your reward, here's 150 caps. I trust there were also some valuables on McCaffrey. Also, we would like to set you up with a room. You can have the corner room, rent-free. It was McCaffrey's. Now that he's dead, we're happy to let you use it. Thanks for helping us.
Hell yeah. Alright, goodbye.
See ya.
Alright. Did we level up? Not quite. Alright, well let's fucking save. And we're gonna call it for the night. It's getting late. It's like almost 8:30. So, all right, let's quit the game here. And that will be it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna upload something that I made. I'll try and upload it. Probably tomorrow or in a few days. Maybe I'll try and get it made on Sunday. But anyways, thank you so much. But that is all she wrote for today. But yeah, it was fucking cool. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys later if I can fucking exit Fallout New Vegas. It's being weird. Let's just end it here this way. But yeah, thank you so much. But anyways, I'll hopefully see you, if not sometime on the weekend, on Monday, if I'm granted I'm feeling well and I'm not sick. But yeah.